It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, February 25th, 2025, and we are coming live this morning. How is everybody doing today? Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Ooh. I feel like I'm caught up on sleep.
Oh, yeah?
I feel good. Feel awake. That's it. Carmen, how are you doing?
I'm good.
No.
How are you?
You know, I got nose hair issues, but other than that, I'm pretty good.
Oh, I need to get a new trimmer.
No.
I don't know what. What?
It's like a jungle in there.
Yeah,
It's
it's supposed
No.
to be you.
I don't know what it is.
It's like
I
you
have.
want us to hate you.
Yeah.
Everyone has body hair,
I know,
okay?
but there's a certain thing about you where we're supposed to, like, I never want to see my wife pooping.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to hear you talk about your gross stuff.
Hot ladies don't poop.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
That's. Yeah. Listen, and you guys all look like poop. So what do you want?
Oh.
Like, you know what?
She got us in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't argue that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You win that award.
You guys are gonna be
Hey, you
jerks.
gave this poop an 8.5, so shut up.
I was trying to be nice.
Oh, sure you were. You were mean to those guys?
I got to get Carmen some rubber gloves. I
For
saw
what?
her video.
Oh my God, everyone. Yeah, what is up with that? Like, just wash your hands, everybody.
Saw your video and you're the hamburger meat and the eggs. You're squishing it all around.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It was
That's
gross.
cooking.
No.
That is literally called cooking.
They grossed me out.
I mean,
And-
I couldn't wear rubber gloves to cook food.
Yeah.
No, I
Just-
see guys do it when they're making briskets and stuff. I'd rather burn my hands.
You got to
Just
feel
when
it.
She's
Yeah.
mixing the meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to get your fingers in there.
Ugh,
You got to
no.
tell you mix.
No.
That's how you met Carmen. I'm with you on your side.
Yeah,
All right.
so am I. And
It's unnecessary.
if you drank from a hose, you're fine.
Yeah.
Also,
You
I
know,
don't want to. I don't want to eat rubber hand meat.
Right,
I don't want
right.
to eat meat that's been
I don't
mixed by
know.
rubber
with the,
hands.
with the dust on the outside of the gloves and
Yeah,
stuff.
like-
yeah.
They all
old
say they don't
condoms.
have powder, but they do.
Right. And then you got to wash the gloves. And
Yeah.
when does the washing stop?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gross.
Did a lot of people comment about that?
I did have like 3 people say they're going to drop off box of gloves for me today. And then one lady started it off. I think it was a lady. It might have been a dude. One person started it off, and it just snowballed from there. Why use beef? That's not breakfast. You basically made a burger. Yeah, bitch. That's what I did. And that's my breakfast. And I don't usually eat pork.
Whoa.
And bird isn't like really good right now. So yeah, why can't you
True,
make
bird isn't good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bird bad.
bird bad? I
Yeah.
prefer beef over bird right now. But like again, that was the first comment. You basically made a burger. That's gross. Your face is
Listen,
gross.
it makes you real happy. I didn't watch the whole thing. Once I started seeing you get into it, I was like, all right, I've seen enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just telling, it's delicious. Gio, you would love this breakfast burger.
Listen, they look amazing. The final result looked fantastic.
Yeah,
What
and
makes it breakfast? You put an egg on it? What's going on?
I
well,
think
no, the seasoning that I used because like I used maple syrup in it, and then I made like a sweet spicy sausage because I also did like red pepper flakes.
Oh, it's a
But-
sausage. Okay. All right.
So I looked,
gotcha.
so I looked up how you season sausage, and then I took that and I just did it to ground beef instead of pork.
Yeah, I don't
because
want to know how
eat
the
pork.
sausage is made. Just show me the end result.
Mm.
Yeah, well, I did, and I have one right here that I'm eating.
Oh.
It looks great.
Bone TV, read it and
I
weep.
see it.
Read it and we've.
It is delicious.
Yeah, but now you got
Birds
beef,
aren't good.
You got beef hands. I feel
Yeah.
like you smell like
You gotta
raw
feel it
beef
when
now.
you're cooking, though. When you grab the consistency is part of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you got to know that it's all mixed
Yeah.
with the seasoning and the egg and stuff like that. Because otherwise, it won't be even.
Yeah, but you can't get that smell off your hands.
Oh,
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You just lay in bed and smell your hands all night.
yeah.
You
That's wonderful.
I lick them.
Chad doesn't mind your beef hands.
That's a great name for you, old beef hands. Where's Carmen? Oh, old beef hands is back at the station.
If that's just the cost of doing business to make those awesome sandwiches, then I get it.
Yeah,
Do you have a big tub?
like
That's the other thing I see people cooking online. They have like plastic tubs where
Yeah.
they like restaurant style tubs where they keep all their meat in. What are you
Yeah,
doing it right on the counter?
no, just right on the counter in bowls because we don't have a lot of space.
Yeah.
You know, like we finally got a fridge and a freezer that I can actually fit the dog bowls in. for
Okay.
their little lick bowls that I do for them.
Right.
But other than that, like we still don't have like storage like that. So basically, I like go grocery shopping like every other day.
That's my new morning show: beef hands and lick bowl.
Number one.
Number 6 funniest show in the whole
Very
country.
funny.
They're doing
Very,
afternoon
very-
drive now.
Very
That's
funny.
hilarious.
But yeah, I enjoy cooking. I like cooking. I hope other people enjoy my videos, and it's just something
I
to
watch
think a little differently.
those guys who make brisket videos, and they all wear those black rubber gloves when they do their stuff.
Right.
They tear
Right.
it apart and all that. I can't see me doing that.
I don't know.
No,
I like old beef hands.
I used to try like when I first started this. I noticed like all the women always have their nails done like nice, and I was like,
And you
then
gotta tap them on the
stuff.
cling, cling, cling.
Yeah, for the ASMR.
Oh, I hate that.
But I
Yeah.
love it.
Ugh.
But the thing is, if you have nails like that, then you definitely have to wear gloves when you're mixing the meat because otherwise,
nobody wants to lose a nail nobody wants to lose a nail off their beef hands inside
Well,
the meat.
not even that. The meat gets like underneath your real nail, which is underneath the fake nail, and then you really do have beef hands all the time.
Stinky.
Right.
hands.
So it is. So like if you get for
Basically,
women,
it's rotting meat hands.
yeah. So for women, if they have their nails done, they have to wear gloves because otherwise that is not coming clean. I don't
Yeah.
have nails, but
I got to tell you, Carmen, I've seen some of your videos, and thank God you don't do it because I've been watching Next Level Chef with Gordon Ramsay, and they have home cooks that they have come in there, and then they try and go competition against
Right.
each other and stuff. But this season they have a bunch of social media chefs
yep.
on there. I don't know who told people on social media that this is the way you have to talk. My name's Brian, and I'm here to shut up.
That's a
Hold on, I'm gonna open mouth Sally.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's like, shut up.
It's
Just
the
calm
algorithm.
down.
You,
They all took the master class of
Yeah.
how to get your attention.
you
Yeah.
got to grab attention, the algorithm, or they'll skip your video.
That makes me skip your video.
Yeah.
That makes me mad. That makes me want to drive to your house.
Yeah, you ever see like when there's a cooking video and they don't talk? You just
I
hear
love
the sounds
those.
of the bowl and the meat and all that. And I'm like, yeah, that's perfect.
But I also done. Then there was one guy who is a social media and he does the ASMR or whatever with his kid, and they're just biting into celery and
Oh,
looking at the camera, and then. And it's like, ugh, shut up, weirdos.
The guy who cooks with his kid. I think I know what you're talking about. That's on Gordon Ramsay now?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't watched the Gordon Ramsay show, but I know who the guy who cooks with his kid is.
Because they were just eating stuff and doing the noises,
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh, we should cook it too. And then,
There's this one.
I'm Brian.
There's this one girl I
Meat
follow
hands.
who does food reviews, and she literally talks weird because it gets
On
her
purpose.
on purpose
Sure.
because it gets her a ton of comments right away. Why do you talk like that? She'll go, Wendy's Frosty taste test.
Yeah, that's smart.
And then you look at the comments, and the first 50 comments are like, why'd you say it like that? Why'd you
Why do you
and
talk
just-
like that?
Yeah.
Because I have to make my Lamborghini payments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gets a ton of comments, which pushes her up in the algorithm.
Crazy.
I
all-
only follow Mukbang Mommy
Yeah.
because I think she's adorable, but I can't watch her eat. It grosses me out. She's got
Yeah.
stuff dripping all over, and she's always wearing gloves too.
My favorite is Baby Dumpling.
Baby dumpling.
She lives.
Baby Dumpling and Meat Hands did a collab. It'd be great.
I tell you, Baby Dumpling. She lives in New York, and she just eats. But oh my god, I am obsessed with her.
Yeah.
Is she Asian?
Yes, of course.
Oh.
Yeah, but she can just eat like ungodly amount of food.
Yeah.
And then she came out and there was like a big controversy because she was like, I don't really eat all my food when TikTok was
Oh.
coming down.
Oh no.
And then everyone believed it. So now she's putting out more like uncut videos.
Till she throws up.
Yeah, but she's like tiny,
Yeah.
but but all the food in New York. That's what I like to see, like
Sure.
all the places and stuff.
There's the best. If you could say anything about New York, it's the best city for restaurants because you can walk 3 blocks and eat in 7 different continents.
Oh yeah, there's so many
It's
different,
so many different
ethnic
restaurants.
groups and stuff. Yeah, the thing that blows me away on social media, it's almost like a joke. It's almost like they're like getting one over on us or something. Is the girls dancing? It's almost like somebody goes, "Hey, what's the most ridiculous dance you could do?" That people are, and it's
Oh yeah.
hitting their head and doing
Yeah.
this around and stuff, and scratch here, and this, I'm like,
the dances aren't really sexy. Like there's
no,
nothing.
because there's girls that are absolutely gorgeous,
Right.
banging bodies,
Yeah.
and then they do these dances, and I go, do you need a helmet? Like, what is going on in your life?
Yeah, it is weird. I always go, that dance, nothing went into that. Like my daughter's doing these dances and she's 12.
To this day, one of the funniest ones was the girl that was crying while she was doing it.
No,
They played it a bunch whenever they were saying they're going to take TikTok away.
Oh,
There was a
yeah.
girl- She's like probably like a 16, 17-year-old, very pretty young girl, whatever. I don't know what happened in her life, but she is bawling. She is just tears down her eyes.
and still dancing.
Still dancing, but without any enthusiasm. She's like, like slow dance and stuff and just crying.
I think I'd follow that girl.
Yeah.
By
I'd
the
watch
way,
that.
can I tell you the thing that has made, you know how you get recycler laughs? Like,
Yeah.
you know, something happened and then you laugh about it again and again. I have been laughing. Of course, it's something that I thought myself. I've been laughing about this for the last 20 times in the last couple days. The other day, I was coming out of Publix and it was very sunny, and there was a lady and she was at the ATM and she was bent over and like trying to block so there'd be shade, and she's trying to put her number in and do this and stuff. We've all seen Usual Suspects, you know, Finster, Stephen Baldwin.
Yep.
Whenever they do the line, they're like, do the line, and Benicio del Toro's like, put your hands up and give me your money, you know, this, and he goes, put your hands up and give me your money, and he yells like that.
Yeah.
It took everything in my body for not to do that to her.
Yeah.
She would have crapped her pants right there. Like, she would have lost her mind. I probably would have been arrested. But I just thought of that as I was walking by, and I've been laughing about it for like last couple days, like 20 times every day. I've been laughing about it.
Speaking of ATMs, I went to the Hard Rock yesterday.
Oh,
yeah.
how'd you do?
On a work night.
Did not gamble $1.
Oh.
No. How is that possible?
I'll tell you,
I don't
and
even
I think you'll
understand how that
understand
works.
this. I'll tell you when I think you'll understand.
Ah.
It was my father-in-law's 85th birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no place in the world he loves more than the casino.
Yeah. My
So we
future.
Listen, you're right. Except he's got no money. It was from the beginning. It was an absolute disaster. My wife doesn't ever call anybody. Like she'll go, do you think the restaurant is open? And I go, I don't know. Call them and see. And she'll look it up online. It says online that they open at 3. I go, call them and see. I didn't say look it up online.
I think
Call
that's
them.
a chick thing.
Yeah.
My wife does the exact same thing. I go, if they only had a device where you could talk to someone and find the information.
So yesterday, I'm going to pull out of the driveway so that they can pull in the driveway, and then they could pull in after I pull out. So I go to back out of the driveway, and my mother-in-law pulls in the driveway. And I go, well, how are we supposed to get out now? I go, call your mother and tell her to move the car. So she's texting. I go, why would you by the time you text her, just call her and tell her to move. Now I'm mad at my wife. My mother-in-law, she calls her, backs out. I back out. My mother-in-law comes in, gullies my sod
Oh,
right off the side in the rain, so it's soft. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And then parks my car right in the beginning of the driveway next to my wife's car so that nobody can get in or out the entire. I was like, I'm already in a bad mood. This is terrible. Then we go. By the way, I love my in-laws. They're great people. It's just they're
Sound
old.
great.
They're
Yeah.
old and they just don't think right.
but you haven't even left the house yet.
I haven't even left the house.
Already
I'm already
hot.
annoyed.
Already hot.
I'm already mad at my wife. I'm mad at my in-laws. I'm not really mad at them, but they get in the car. We drive over there, and we go in. They like to play slot machines.
Mhm.
I don't.
Mhm.
So, and I'm with them. It's his birthday. I don't want to be like, well, I'll see you guys later. I'm going upstairs to play blackjack, you know? So I just hung out with them while they played slot machines. I dare not give a slot machine $1 of my money.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put $20 in, press it 5 times, lose,
Yeah.
put $100 in, press it 20 times, lose, maybe win 3 times, $10, then lose again. It's just slot machines suck.
The thing about slot machines, though, and this is obviously why there's so many of them and people, play them all the time. It's one of the biggest money makers for a casino, whatever, is because you have the potential of
Sure.
winning so much off of so little. You can literally put a nickel in and win $8 million. You know what I mean? Because they're connected and do all that stuff. Whether you will or not is a whole nother story, but that's the thing. But I've always been pretty lucky with slot machines. Your wife, the other time whenever we went there, she wound up crushing.
Yeah, and it just was not fun for me. So then we ended up trying to go to eat at Rise, and there's lines a mile long, so we left. And we ended up going to one of the most reliable, consistent restaurants in Tampa Bay.
Hooters.
Oh, no. I suggested it. We went to, actually, it was our third choice.
Yeah.
We went to Yummy House first, and they closed. We got there at 2, and they closed at 2:30, so we didn't go in. Then we went somewhere in Dale Mabry that was also closed.
Hang on. A restaurant that closes at 2:30 in the afternoon?
Most Chinese restaurants close at 2:30 and then reopen again at 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they don't have anybody coming in between after lunch and dinner time.
Huh.
So we went to another restaurant that did the same thing, just restaurants that we were passing. Then finally we're on Dale Mabry in Carrollwood. We got all the way back near my house, and I said, why don't we just go to Anthony's Coal Fire? It's right here. And everybody was like, oh, yeah. It is, I'm telling you, since that place opened, I have never had a bad experience or a bad meal. Everything they have is fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I was just in there a couple weeks ago when Adrian Appalucci was here.
Yeah, right by Sides.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
It's great.
You get to visit the ducks.
Yeah, you get to see the ducks. I remember one of the first times I ever went there when Joey was really little, they were having some sort of Star Wars nerd convention there.
Right.
And everywhere we went, there was just like stormtroopers. Joey literally thought he had entered into the movie. He didn't know what was going on. There were just stormtroopers everywhere. So that was good. Thank you, Anthony's, for that. And thank you, Hard Rock. Nice time to spend the afternoon. I don't mind hanging out there and watching them play slot machines. It's more fun for me to watch them than it is for me to play.
Did you put any money on the snake, the year of the snake? Did you give the donation?
To whom?
To the snake out front. Whenever you walk in the front area, whatever, because it's Chinese.
I did not see the snake.
Oh, maybe they may have taken it down since it's February now, whatever. I haven't been over for a little bit.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I did not see the snake.
So they had it all set up in the front, and they had the year of the snake, and they have a big carved wooden snake, and they have a plate out there, and you can go and give.
I did not see
donation
that.
for good luck.
I probably would have given it a Dominus Verbiscus.
Sure.
So let's get some cherries here today.
Yeah.
Another disappointing thing last night. I have a nice little setup. So me and the other parents rotate taking the kids to volleyball.
Yeah.
And last night I drove the girls to volleyball, and I'm there for like an hour and a half. It makes no sense to come home, so I just wait there. I brought the iPad last night, and I started the new Reacher.
Oh, yeah?
It is awful.
Oh, really?
100 times awful. Like, I can't see how they've gone so wrong.
Do you think they rushed it? Do you think they were like, scramble, we need to get season 2 out or whatever?
No,
season 3, I guess.
How Reacher has like that almost kind of like who's that director we like, the writer and director that does all the quick talks? The guy you like, A Few Good Men.
Oh, Sorkin.
It's almost like Aaron Sorkin-ish, where everything you say, you know what the next line is going to be for the next person.
Predictable.
It's so predictable. It's so over the top. And trust me, I love the first 2 seasons. It's part of that is what makes it good. Just too much. It's like every second I watched, I was cringing and I went, oh, this is just terrible. It was better when he's like loner. He's not loner anymore. And now he's got a mission. And it's just not good at all. It's really, really bad.
You didn't try to watch the new Suits? That's out now.
I did.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
It came out on Sunday.
Yeah.
How was that?
I didn't get to watch
Carmen,
it.
how was it?
I liked it.
Really?
It is very much Suits. They're a lot. It feels like it's going to be the exact same thing, but in LA. But it starts off with already some backstabbing and stuff like that.
Is Harvey in it yet?
No.
They talk about him?
No, but there is a tie to New York, so you know it's coming.
Which, by the way, they filmed that in Toronto.
A lot of.
Which one?
Yeah,
The first one.
Yeah.
The first one?
Yeah. They do a good job at making it look like a big city. And
Did they drop the whole season, or is it just?
It's just one episode,
Yeah, it's
which
episodic.
sucks.
Every
yeah.
Sunday it's an episode. 'Cause it's airing live on ABC as well, or NBC rather.
But it comes out on Monday on Peacock.
Yeah.
So that's where I watched
It's
it.
like Sunday at 9 is when it airs live.
So they moved to NBC because it was USA.
Yeah.
but they're all the same, right?
They own.
it.
Yeah, but I'm saying obviously it's the big leagues now because it was so successful when it hit Netflix. Now
Sure.
they're like, all right, we'll put it on NBC.
Galvin gets the points for that. Earlier Suits Explorer. He was watching it before anybody else.
I should get a producer credit, I would imagine. Like
Something like that.
I looked
Yeah.
at the credits. I didn't see it.
Well,
But
I'll talk
maybe
to-
it's only the first episode.
First episode. He was in episode 12. I think.
me and Harvey coming on 3.
I think I may go rewatch the original because I only watched it once.
That's really all you need. Once you know all the secrets.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't really have anything to watch right now. I keep watching the same things, and I just need something that I
The
haven't.
thing that made that show so good, besides it's good stories and stuff, but the thing that makes it so good is the characters that they developed so well. They're all such weird, different characters, and they're all good looking.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Meghan Markle in the miniskirts.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
As long as she's good looking. Like if
Once
as
she
long
was
as-
gone, I'm out.
As long as the new one has hot people on it and good different characters, like you don't want them all to be the same.
Hot black chick.
Yeah, that's the other thing though is they can't swear on NBC. They can
Oh,
swear on
that's true.
USA.
Yeah.
They can't swear on NBC because whenever every once in a while you'd be like, "Oh, did they say the S word?
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness!"
It looks like they've just replaced they have the same character, but a different person
Yeah.
playing
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah.
type role in another office.
Yeah.
How is that Harvey guy? We didn't know him for anything else beforehand.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think I did know him from something. He was like one of those guys who was kicking around. You're like, he's gonna be something. He's gonna do something. Even now, though, like he's been in a couple movies, but
Yeah.
nothing big. He's not the lead.
Yeah, he's like one thing away from breaking out.
Right. Yeah, he's one of those kind of guys. But I'm trying to think of what else he was in. I think he played somebody's brother in something.
After yesterday's conversation about fast food, I drove past the Checkers. I'm telling you, Checkers is one good advertising campaign away from coming back.
Yeah, I
They
can
just
see
need to
that.
revamp it, change the looks a little bit, and
I don't know.
Checkers
I don't know.
do
The
it.
Checkers by my house is
Skechers.
where all the homeless people hang out.
Right,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
So it's
They need to clean it up, change it up a little bit, and relaunch.
Most of them are pretty sketchy looking.
Don't they make them in Clearwater?
I think I know they used to bring them on like the back of a truck and like set them up in a day or two.
Yeah, I think they can go around, do some paint, put some paint on them, come out with a new slogan, and relaunch Checkers.
Because do all the Checkers have drive-throughs on both sides?
I believe so.
There was a place. It was a local place up in Destin. Tops Burgers, so good. I mean, one of the best burgers I've ever had in my life. But they would literally go out in line and take your order as you were coming through, and they had it on both sides.
Yeah.
And you would drive up, and it was maybe as big as half of this room or a quarter of this room, and it was just serving out of both sides. And you would look in, and they would just be one guy would be cooking burgers. The other guy just had a stack of bacon like that, and then there was like 8 people just putting burgers together.
And we wonder why we're always starving on this show.
I finally went to Raising Cane's.
Oh, you did?
Not great.
Not great.
It's just average. It's just chicken.
Chicken
McNuggets.
strip.
It's
Yeah.
no Huey Magoo's.
No,
Yeah.
Huey Magoo's definitely way better.
Yeah.
It's not worth waiting in line and all the hype. I was like,
Think about it.
there was nothing special. It wasn't bad,
There-
just nothing special.
Raising Cane's, PDQ, all these chicken strip joints, they're all like good chicken strips. They all make good chicken strips. Huey Magoo's was the one that stood out above everybody else.
Yeah,
I don't understand why or what they did different or why they're just above everybody else.
Huey Magoo's definitely way better. Number one, I would put PDQ above Raising Cane's as well.
Yeah, Raising Cane's was not it for me. I went there twice, and both times I was like,
It wasn't bad. It was just like, I'm like, what's the hype about? The
Yeah.
sauce wasn't that great. I'm
no,
like,
the
okay.
sauce is not great.
No,
Chick-fil-A's got the sauce down.
pretty much,
Yeah. And that's another thing. I went to Chick-fil-A last night. The efficiency that is at Chick-fil-A is unbelievable. You drive in there.
yeah.
I took the girls there last night at the volleyball. You drive in there, order up. By the time I come around, they're already handing me all the drinks and everything. I'm like, it's so efficient the way they get people in and out of there.
When you pull up, though, it looks like chaos, and you think,
Right.
this is going to be horrible,
Right.
but it's organized chaos for some reason.
I'm very upset about the new Reacher, but I'm still going to stick with it and I'm going to watch it. But I was looking forward to it, Carmen, so bad.
Okay, I never saw the first one, so
First two.
first two. Okay.
I was looking to see what Gabriel Mack, who plays
Harvey.
what else he had been in and stuff, and he was on Beverly Hills 90210 from 1990 to 2000.
Oh, really?
Really?
Look at him with long blonde hair.
Oh, my God.
He looks
He
crazy.
has long blonde hair.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I may have been done by then
Yeah.
with 90210. That may have been like a redo or whatever, but yeah, he was on there as
That's
a
funny.
tail weaver. or Tall Weaver.
That's great.
I don't remember him.
No.
He just looks like weird
Like a
when
cult leader.
when he doesn't look like when he doesn't have the Harvey hair. He looks weird.
Yeah, he looks like a lady.
That's great to know if we ever had him on the show. So
Oh,
you'd shove
yeah.
that in his face.
Absolutely.
Wait.
I'm surprised he hasn't done more off of Suits. Like,
Right
'cause
since then, yeah.
that show ended a while ago.
Yeah, but Galvin was a Suits fan when it was on running
Right.
the first time, and we used to make fun of him.
But-
And then all of a sudden, it became good on Netflix.
you would think that would have propelled him to something else.
Yeah,
big.
but I
Right.
think it was such a slow roll.
Yeah,
You
maybe.
know, the success of Suits on TBS or whatever on USA was probably like for them it was great, but it was
Right.
still mediocre. You know.
Yeah, but
But-
he's saying like now that Netflix, jumped off. Like, what is he filming now? You would
Yeah.
think that
Yeah.
he'd be in something. Him and
You
McConaughey.
never know. He
or-
may be. You know?
Yeah.
because he's
could be.
good. I think I'm surprised he's not up there with like your John Hamm and your, those guys.
Is he, or can he only play one role?
He's just Harvey.
You know what I mean? Like, like there's some
Yeah.
people who are just good at one role, and that's all they can ever do their whole acting career.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So maybe that's why we just haven't seen him on
Yeah,
anything else.
yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Even the guy Mike. What is he doing?
Yeah,
Right.
No, but he wasn't exceptional to me. He was just run of the mill, good looking kid.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Meghan Markle, the redhead, and Harvey are the ones. And Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like Mike, the older he gets, he won't be good looking.
No.
I feel
He'll
like
get,
Mike.
fat face or something.
I feel like Mike did pop up in some rom-coms as like
Oh.
not a major
No,
role.
like one of those Valentine's
Yeah.
Day or
Yeah.
yeah.
He's like the best friend of the guy
Yes.
who's trying to get with the girl.
His wife died and her husband died, and they happened to
Oh.
meet somewhere in the mall.
yeah.
got
Yeah.
into a fender bender and then
Yeah,
they
yeah.
fell in love.
All right, let's get this show moving this morning. It is Tuesday. We will have Ask the Dom coming in the 9 o'clock hour to take your legal calls. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we got stuff to give away. Carmen will tell you what that stuff is, and we will play Sporkle next on 102.5 The Bone. Carmen, what do we have to give away this morning?
We have a bunch of stuff.
Oh, good.
So we actually have tickets for the Grand Prix
Oh.
this Friday.
Well, we're there on Saturday, but Friday you can go watch the races.
Correct.
How do I get there?
We have tickets for Leonard Skinner at
Okay.
the Strawberry Festival.
All right.
John Fogerty at
All
the
right.
Strawberry Festival. Sting and Shaggy at Reggae Rise Up.
Okay.
Foreigner, Valspar, and Universal Orlando.
Oh.
All right. All good tickets. All good. Let's give it away with a little Sporkle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Okay, today we're going to be playing TV surname matchup. Can you name the correct surname when given the first name of a TV family? Okay? So I'm going to give you all the first names. You're going to give me their last name from the TV show.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, your first one. Gomez, Morticia,
Adam.
Wednesday, Galvin,
No, that
Judge.
definitely wasn't me.
Yeah.
Pap.
That was Gio.
Thank you.
You sure you want to give it to me?
Nope.
Okay.
Gio gets the point. Jack, Norma, Wayne, Karen, Kevin. I do not have this show to give you. That is not part of the clue. Jack, Norma, Wayne, Karen, Kevin.
Campbell? I think I know the show. I think
Norma.
Yeah.
Is that Wonder Years?
Arnold. Again,
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
the.
Kevin
It is. That's
Yeah.
Wonder Years.
Yeah, it's Wonder Years. Damn it, Campbell. I was way off.
Philip, Vivian, Carlton, Hillary, Ashley, Mike, Bob, Linda, Tina, Jean, Louise.
Burgers.
You got the show. It's not their last name, though. Bob, Linda, Tina, Jean, Louise.
Never watched it.
Belcher. Bob's Burgers.
Can I tell you one of the funniest things that may make you want to watch Arrested Development?
Sure.
Is Scott Baio, our good friend Scott
Yeah.
Baio, is on there, and he's a lawyer, and his name is Bob, and his last name is Boblaw. So his name is Bob Blah Blah. It is so funny and so dumb. It's great.
Bob.
And he introduces himself all the time. He goes, "Hi, I'm Bob Blah Blah Blah." I'm Bob Blah Blah.
What show is that?
Arrested Development. It's a great show.
All right. Last name, TV surnames. Your next one, Al, Peggy,
Bundy.
Kelly. Yes. Ugh, I could not get that out.
I
Mike.
I said the show name.
George, Mary,
Jetson.
Georgie, Missy, Sheldon.
Ugh.
George, Mary, Georgie, Missy, Sheldon.
Theory.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Sheldon Cooper.
Theory.
Your next one, Howard, Marion,
Cunningham.
Chuck,
Ooh, that has gotta hurt.
Galvin, Phil, Claire,
Dumpy.
Haley,
Huxtable.
Dumpy,
Oh.
Geo, Red, Kitty, Lori, Eric,
I know this.
Red,
Foreman.
Kitty,
I was like, it's Forrester or something like that.
What show is
Damn it.
that?
That 70
70
show.
show.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Calta gets that point. Frank, Fiona, Lip, Ian, Carl, Debbie, Liam.
You're saying lip?
Yes. Frank, Fiona, Lip, Ian, Carl, Debbie, Liam.
Babla.
I don't know.
Gallagher. I can't think of the show, but good show.
Sounds great.
Jack, Judy, Ross, Monica.
Keller.
Galvin. Richard, Emily, Lorelai, Rory.
Oh.
Gilmore.
Mike. Rick, Lori, Carl, Judith.
Oh,
Rick.
Grimes.
Mike Kelta. And Pap, we're halfway there.
Galvin has 2 points on the board. He is tied with Gio, and Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 5.
All right, we are doing TV surnames.
Gilmore Girls.
Yep. Your next one. Prue, Piper, Phoebe.
Bouvier.
Prue, Piper, Phoebe.
I don't know.
Hollowell.
Is that Orange is the New Black?
No, that's Charmed.
Mm.
The 3 sisters that
I
are
only know one
witches.
Phoebe.
Jim, Pam, Cece, Philip.
Albert.
Yes. What's your name? Geo. Your next one, George, Jane,
Jensen.
Judy. Geo. Brian, Ella, Aria, Mike. Brian, Ella, Aria, Mike.
Johnson.
Montgomery. Harry, Dexter, Deborah, Harrison.
Morgan.
Galvin.
I thought this was the last 3. We're halfway there?
No, we were
No, I
halfway.
said
I'm
halfway.
like, there's a lot.
Johnny, Moira, David, Alexis.
Moira.
This is a great show.
Gemstone?
Johnny, Moira, David, Alexis. Rose from Craps Creek. Can't say the-
Yeah.
Jerry, Teresa, Justin, Alex, Max.
Keaton.
Oh, that's what I thought too,
Yeah.
Evan. That's
Jerry, Teresa, Justin, Alex, Max. It was on Disney. Russo.
Oh, that's
Wizards of
Wizards,
Waverly
Yeah.
Place. Yeah.
Gomez.
Tony, Carmela,
Sopranos.
Menno, Mike Kelta,
Was it?
Judge.
That was Mike Calta.
Why'd we even ask?
No.
You know what I mean?
he was sleeping.
Right.
I saw
right.
his eyes closed.
No, I know.
I hope I didn't wake you with that first answer.
Eddard, Catlin,
Stark.
Rob.
Nope.
Yes. You were right.
I know.
Why are you?
I
You
thought I
said-
said the wrong. Yeah.
You got it right.
Like I said it, and then I thought Tony Stark, and that's wrong. Ignore me, please.
Okay, Gio, you still get the point.
Thank you.
Danny, DJ,
Tanner.
Stephanie,
Ooh.
yes, Geo, and Pap. We're on the last 3.
Galvin is on the board with 3 points, and Gio and Michael are tied with 6.
All right. We are doing TV surnames. We're on the last 3.
All right.
Here we go.
We both took a sip of our coffees.
Activated.
Flex it out a little bit.
All right. Last 3. Here we go. John, Olivia, John Boy, Jason, Mike Calta, Ted, Karen, Nancy, Mike, Holly. Ted, Karen, Nancy,
Night.
Mike, Holly.
Lasso.
Wheeler. And your last one. Walter, Skylar,
Ooh, did you tie it up?
Yep.
Oof. Oh.
Geo ties it up. That means we're on the extra.
Anybody's game.
Nope. Galvin,
Oh.
you are out. This is the tiebreaker. Homer,
Simpsons.
Marge.
Wow! Wow!
I had it locked and loaded.
Wow!
That's so funny. The entire time, for some reason, I was thinking Succession, Roy.
No, I'm thinking Simpsons is too obvious, and it's going to get held out. That's
The
what I
only
thought.
thing I was thinking of was you going, Mike, Molly, and Maggie.
Mike, Maggie,
Yes.
Ben, Carol.
Eat a W.
Wow! Good comeback,
Comeback.
Gio.
Yep.
Thank
What line
you.
are you playing for?
Line 6.
Line 6. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, it's Al.
Al, you are the benefactor of Gio's comeback win. I'm going to put you on hold, and Carmen will hook you up with a prize. Okay, buddy?
All right, cool. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, drop it like you're dumb. So long, Starbucks. And the woo.
Oh.
The woo is coming to you.
Ooh.
Hmm?
Ooh. All right, Galvin's got your news. We'll take a quick break, and we'll do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. Before we go to break, I want to tell you about my friends at Superheat and Air. Yesterday, I had to call Superheat and Air.
Oh.
I had a heat problem. And Superheat and Air, I got to tell you, they were so helpful. I have tenants in my rental, and they're having problems with the heat over there. And I had to call Superheat and Air, and Superheat and Air said, no problem, we will get there today between noon and 2 o'clock. And I said, perfect. And then those rental people were like, no, they can only come on Thursday between 3 and 5. And I went, you got to be kidding me. It's a whole... So I called them back, and they were like, no problem, Mr. Calta. We will come on Thursday between 3 and 5. And I said, that's how you do it. Thank you very much. If you need a AC company to come out and help you, and you need somebody that can come at specific times, they do that. All you need to do is go to superheatandair.com. That's superheatandair.com for all your heating and air conditioning. If you need new AC, if you need to check your heat, yeah, every once in a while you got to put the heat on and make sure it's working, because mine's not. You can give them a call and have them come out, and all they really need to do is do a tune-up. You should do a tune-up twice a year. You get that tune-up done, and then make sure that your heat is ready when you have to put the heat on, and your air is ready when you have to put the air on. Superheatandair.com. That's superheatandair.com. Tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. We'll take a quick break. News is next on 102.5 The Bone. Right now, it is time for me to check in with Galvin. He is today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's top story: screens at the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development were apparently hacked, displaying a message, "Long live the real king," while an AI video of President Donald Trump sucking and kissing the toes of Elon Musk played in the background.
Yikes.
Videos of the hacked screens were posted on social media. You can see it on Bone TV there. It is not known who is behind the hack, but that is a weird video that Gio showed me last week.
Yeah.
Where was it?
It was at the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development.
If you can hack that,
Oh,
and put it up,
yeah.
and they still don't know who did it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, do we know for sure that video's not real?
No.
I mean, I don't know what to believe anymore.
I don't know. Trump doesn't seem like a toe licker, not a guy toe licker.
It
Who
looked-
knows?
It was very believable.
Yeah,
If-
all these
listen-
AI videos are believable. It's so hard to tell the difference, and they're getting better every
Yeah.
minute.
So here's the thing about it is I noticed immediately whenever Gio showed it to me, Elon Musk, Trump is kissing his feet. He has 2 left feet.
Oh,
Yeah, if you look at the video, he has 2 left feet. It's a weird thing, which is that
But
whole
I
thing.
don't know what Elon Musk.
Yeah.
He may have 2
He
left
may
feet.
have 2 left
No.
feet.
In his
It's very
planet-
possible.
His planet, they may be 2 left feet.
But that was the thing we were talking about before with where you can buy the ring that has the finger on it, so that if you get caught on any video and stuff, you can go, look, it's AI. I
Yeah.
have 6 fingers. That's ridiculous.
I mean, this is the first time I've seen Elon with his shoes off.
This
Yeah.
is true.
So we don't
You
know.
don't know what his feet look like
We
before.
really don't know.
He could have alien feet. We don't know what's going on.
No.
He's got
Plus-
enough other things wrong with him.
Plus, if President Musk says, kiss my feet, you got to
Yeah,
kiss his
He's
feet.
not, he's not the president.
That's what Gio
He's the
says.
king.
He kind of is.
Oh.
He's the vice
Well,
president.
that's what they said. Long live the real king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the vice president.
If anybody should be upset, it's JD Vance.
Yeah, JD Vance has been nowhere to be found, and
Hey,
Elon
guys.
Musk is in the Oval Office with his kid, just running around knocking
Just
things over.
holding court.
I just feel like JD Vance the entire time is going, hey, guys, wait up.
Yeah. All right, JD, you knew the rule. you
Oh,
got in. You
jeez.
weren't allowed to talk to anybody for the first 2 years.
Hey,
Or they're in the car and they're like, sit back, move back.
Yeah.
Like he's sitting in between the 2 seats, like
What do
on
you
the
think
hump.
he's doing every day?
Who knows?
Like,
I
what do
don't
you think
know.
his agenda is? See, I learned a little bit from Paradise, the TV show about what happens when the president goes to bed.
See, that's all my knowledge of the government is from
West Wing, yeah. So evidently they have the president has a Secret Service detail, and then he has one guy that's his guy. You know what I mean? Like that goes where he goes.
Right.
And then according to Paradise, at night the president has like an iPad, and the iPad has all the new codes and all this stuff in there. And he goes in and he locks it in the safe in his room. Then he tells his Secret Service guy, I'm going to bed. Then they put him in the room and they lock him in the room. And then he goes to sleep in his bedroom and nobody has access to that wing at all. And there's people on post overnight and the guy by his door. So that seems pretty
Yeah, I believe that.
sufficient. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that seems pretty good. But I mean, what a pain in the ass that you can't, like, I don't know, in this show, rather, it was like you couldn't sneak girls in. He was sneaking girls in, but everybody knows about it.
When Obama did that coffee and cars with Seinfeld, he said one of the
Yeah.
things that was the worst was there's always people around you. He's
Yeah.
like, there's never a time where somebody's not around you, and it took him a long time to get used to that.
I
And you
bet-
can't have a personal phone. You have to
Yeah.
have the phone that they can.
He's like, you're kind of in the bubble, and that's it.
I bet taking a poop is the only peace that you get. And you
Yeah.
know how I love that solitude.
Maybe.
Yeah, that must be the only time you can go. Like, guys, I
Even
wanna
then,
take a-
you have someone outside the door.
Yeah.
Which,
that's fine.
and also Lyndon Johnson, remember, he used to have all his meetings while he was
while he
taking
was
his dump.
crapping, you could hear it.
What?
Yeah.
No,
Oh yeah,
like, no,
Carmen,
no,
there's audio of it.
Ew.
Yeah, because he was in there, like he had the people in the bathroom with him while he's taking a dump.
Yeah.
Why?
And
Oh,
discussing-
did he? I thought he was
Yes.
recording that.
No, they may have been recording or whatever, but he was. They literally were literally in the bathroom with him.
I just think of that
Right.
scene from Coming to America. Wipers.
Yeah.
They all come running in.
But your whole point was, so that's how the president is, and then JD Vance actually sleeps in the kitchen
Yeah.
on one of the metal tables in there.
Where do you think, like JD Vance? Do you think he's getting up and going to like parades every day? And
The only thing I think I've seen him on was CPAC. He was giving a speech.
yeah.
I saw him on social media call somebody a dummy,
Yeah.
and they're
Oh.
like, "Thank you for taking time out of your day."
He was
as
over-
vice president to call me dummy.
He was over in Germany too, giving another speech.
Oh.
Like last week. I saw that.
I don't understand why people think if you respond to them on social media, it took time out of your day.
Yeah,
Yesterday, I got I don't even remember what it was. Danielle Fishel. Do you know who she is?
yeah. Is that Topanga?
Topanga
Yeah.
and some other girl are in a fight. Do you know about that?
Yeah, they do a
Yeah.
podcast, a Boy Meets World podcast.
I don't know anything about it, but it came up in my feed. It said this girl and this girl got into a fight and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. And I wrote, and nobody commented on it. I wrote, and no one gives an S. And most people just liked it. And then 2 people were like, but you took the time to
Yeah.
go and write. I go, yes, it took me 0.7 seconds of my day.
You should just write
you
back,
win.
and then you took the time.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't
You know,
care.
No.
I
it just
was
keep,
like,
and then on and on and
Yeah.
on.
I know you are,
also-
but what am I?
Yeah,
I know you are, but what
took
am
the
I?
time.
yeah, it was ridiculous.
Over the past few weeks, information has been spreading on social media about a nationwide economic protest called the February 28th Economic Blackout. The call to action, or rather inaction, is asking that American consumers refrain from making any purchases at major retailers on Friday, February 28th.
Never
that's
happened.
this Friday.
No.
Never happened.
No, I'm
Of
out.
course not.
No way.
Who are we mad at?
So the protest comes as people continue to endure rising prices on everything from food and gas, household and utilities, the soaring cost of eggs. Behind the boycott is a group called the People's Union USA, a self-described grassroots organization founded by John Schwarz, a 57-year-old dad originally from Queens, New York, who has been promoting the consumer blackout for weeks on social media. The People's Union says it has no political affiliation, but focuses on fairness, economic justice, and real systematic change.
And how will this help? Who is it going to help? First of all, the reason why eggs are so expensive is nothing to do with the president or inflation or any of that stuff. It's because there's a bird flu and there's a problem with chickens and getting eggs. That's it. Stop bringing it up and the price of eggs.
But they're saying other food, gas,
the cost of
housing,
everything.
utilities, all the different stuff.
Where are we at with gas? How much is gas?
I don't know. Let me look real quick.
Three something?
It was like 306 the last time, but the week before was 326.
Yes.
So it's still jumping. It's not like just steady.
I don't know what gas costs.
Currently, it is $3.08.
308?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Better than 320, better than 360.
It was 320 not too long ago.
Right.
Okay, so it's 308 now.
Yeah.
That actually went down.
I think I actually paid 340 not too long
Oh.
ago.
I thought it was 360.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
can
thought.
tell you, and this is not, look how rich I am. I don't think I have ever looked at the price of gas.
Because you have no choice. I'm the same way. I need gas.
I'm always
Right.
curious.
But again,
Carmen, I have never gone to another gas place for cheaper gas.
for cheaper. Right. But again, you prioritize and you're good with money. There's people who are terrible with money and they only have $5.
And
so
there's
for
and there's
them,
people that have to make sure that they get a deal. I understand that.
Yeah.
I'm not coming across as trying to brag about money. It's just something I've never looked at.
right. And that's just something that, I know and my grandparents and my dad instilled in me. You need gas. You need to get to point A to point
Yeah.
B. And instead of, running out of gas or having us come get you, just fill it up. And you know what I mean? Then you can figure it out later. But
Bite the
use your
bullet.
credit card. Yeah, but use your credit card, fill it up. You're not wasting money when you're buying gas. But there
No.
are people, especially when we were teenagers, and it was, hey, you got $5, I got $1, I got $1.
Sure, that's how it was when I was a teenager too. If you can get $5 worth of gas, that would last you a couple of days.
Right. But there are people that live that way, that literally live to
Sure.
put $2 in their tank at a time because
It
that's
really
all they can find.
It really affects like truck drivers and people that
Right.
that's like they're making their living
Oh yeah,
driving.
Uber and
So if their tank now costs another $75 to fill up,
yeah.
that's cutting into their cost.
Carmen, I think about times all the time that I used to have to go to a specific ATM because it gave out $5 bills.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Yeah.
I did not have enough money to get out $10, so I would get $5.
Did you guys used to float checks?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
I remember a check
I was good at it, man.
And you'd float the check over the weekend.
Please don't cash this. Please don't cash this.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm so old. I used to have to go and fill out a withdrawal slip to get $5 out of the bank.
Yeah.
Carmen, what was I going to say to you? Bank, gas, money. Oh, Costco. I get gas at Costco,
Yep.
but only when it's convenient, because it's not close to my house. So if I'm near the Costco, I'll go there. But I don't really know how much cheaper it is.
Yeah,
But it is-
Costco and Walmart both have cheaper gas than Murphy's.
And
whatever.
Sam's.
Yeah,
Do you
Sam's.
have to be a
Member.
Walmart member?
No, not at the Murphy place, whatever, which is the Walmart one.
Sam's,
but I don't
there's
know
a
about,
Walmart
I don't know
gas
about
station near my
Sam's and
house.
Costco.
Yes.
But Sam's and Costco, you have to be
Yeah.
a member.
Okay, yeah, because that's a membership thing. Walmart's not.
I will say, if like you said, if it's convenient and if I'm already at Sam's and it makes sense, yes, I'll go get gas there. Chad will drive out of his way.
Wasting gas to
Right.
get there.
And that's what I tell him, and he's like, "But it's cheaper." I'm like, "But the amount of money and the amount of gas that you're using to get there is totally, it doesn't make sense." And he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go to Sam's." It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But there's some people that are that's where they get gas. That's where they have to get gas. It doesn't matter.
JetBlue has a new program where you supposedly they will reimburse travelers if it rains on your vacation. You have to book it book an eligible travel package through them, so it's basically like travel insurance kind of thing, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you get you go there and it rains, they go, all right, well,
That's
reimburse.
pretty. Listen,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
It's a little something.
Yeah, you
Did
get
you
a
see?
little comeback.
By the way, speaking of the price of eggs and that stuff, whatever. Did you see the places that are selling houses now that come with a free dozen eggs?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So you buy a house and you
And
get a
you
free
get
dozen
the
eggs. Yeah. Starbucks. You guys love the Starbucks. Did you know that they're doing away with 13 drinks from their menu?
I don't care. I like one drink.
I was going to say, I don't think it affects you guys because it's not just coffee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a bunch of the different ones.
I
that they
have 3 different coffees. I mean, 3 different orders at Starbucks because of the ladies in my home. I have to get mine and theirs, and everybody gets something different. But I think I'm on safe with all of these.
Here's a few of them. Iced matcha lemonade.
Garbage.
Espresso frappuccino.
Sounds delicious.
Cafe vanilla frappuccino. White chocolate mocha frappuccino.
White chocolate.
Java chip frappuccino. So a lot of
That
frappuccinos.
was a good one.
A lot of frappuccinos going by
That
the
was a
wayside.
good one, though.
Yeah.
Ooh, this one sounds fantastic. Caramel ribbon crunch cream frappuccino.
That seems like that's
Okay.
very popular for them to
I've-
get rid of that.
I've had that.
Well, they're
many
getting rid of
times.
that. They're getting rid of the chai cream frappuccino, double chocolatey chip cream frappuccino, chocolate cookie crumble. Good Lord.
Oh, my daughter's gonna be devastated. That's her favorite.
The frappuccino,
The cookie
Chocolate
crumble.
cookie
chocolate,
crumble.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's gone. White chocolate cream frappuccino. They're getting rid of the white hot chocolate, the Royal English breakfast latte. That sounds like something Joe would drink.
What?
And then the honey almond milk flat white.
Why are they getting rid of all the white stuff?
I don't know.
Yeah, you know why. You know
you
why.
It's
know.
2025.
What's
White's out.
going on?
White's out.
White's not
Easy,
cool anymore.
easy, Kanye.
So there you go. You can find out what they're getting rid of at Starbucks. There's 13 drinks from the menu, they said. So I'm sure you can find something else.
The caramel ribbon one is fantastic.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
it
a-
sounds great.
It's got little crunchy things in it.
I don't get that, but I don't order it, but I see people order it all the time. Like, I wonder why they're getting rid of that.
I've gotten them every once in a while,
Yeah.
and they're very good.
I feel like the one time that I go to Starbucks and I'm like, let me get the caramel ribbon frappe, I'll never go back to drinking coffee.
You
I'll
won't.
just want desserts
No.
all
Yeah.
the
It
time. Yeah.
tastes amazing.
Yeah, no, thank you.
This just, it may be old man, get off my lawn thing, whatever, but I feel like the longer we live, the more we're living in Idiocracy, the movie. There is a new TikTok challenge is to drop heavier and heavier stuff on your foot to see how much it hurts.
Yeah,
Oh.
you
I've
keep doing
seen
that.
this.
I love it. In fact, you should drop it on each other's faces.
Yeah. But then whenever your daughter gets sick and you have to take her to the hospital and there's a guy in there because he dropped a vending machine on his foot.
Right, you have to wait
know.
until they're done with that.
A guy went viral after doing it with a hammer, then a space
Oh.
heater, and then a cordless drill.
Good job, idiot.
Why?
I don't know because people are just morons.
I bet he's faking it, and then these idiots are doing it for real.
Could be, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the Tide Pod challenge and those type of things.
Yeah.
You know, where people are just doing the dumbest things in the world. Like, could you imagine getting somebody from the 50s and be like, here's what's going to happen in the future?
No.
In the 50s, it seemed like that would be the only thing to do. Here, what can we do tonight? I don't
Yeah.
know, drop some stuff on your feet. That seems like now it's ridiculous that that's what people are resorting to. And then idiots like us, including me, will watch that. I'll watch some guy drop a hammer on his foot.
But like these, if you go viral on one video, then it boosts everything else you do.
Yeah.
I know, but
That's what they're trying to do.
listen to me. I don't rely on monetization of social media for anything.
Right.
It is no source of income for me. You have to do so much to make a little bit of money. Like these girls that are doing it, like girls that we recognize from seeing them on Instagram, so they have been doing so much for so long
Yeah.
that they're in it. Guys dropping bowling balls on their feet now are not making a lot of money.
But like Gio's saying, it only takes one video.
Yeah.
One video that goes viral and stuff. Like we talked about Haktua Girl. She had no
That's
idea when she
true.
was walking down the street. And then she literally became the most famous person in America
Yeah.
for like a couple weeks.
The Costco guys do the chicken bake. Next thing you know, they're on the Tonight Show
True,
and
that's
SNL.
so stupid.
They're
One-
putting
one
in the
video.
time, though. They're putting in the time.
Right, they are. But that one video went viral,
Right.
and then all their stuff grew from there. You
Yeah.
know?
It's wild.
It's
Dude,
nuts.
I have gone to complete hatred for them.
So now
Would still put them on the show.
They're so
but
big.
I hate the mother and daughter.
Yeah, they're oh man.
Mama, just shut up, Fran.
social media, trying to go viral on social media is akin to slot machines.
Yeah. That's a good analogy.
You can eventually you'll hit it big.
Yeah, like you could. There's a
Yeah.
possibility of it. Most people are just going to lose. You're not going to do anything. You know, you're going to go, yeah, I lost $20, whatever.
Yeah.
But there's that one person that puts $5 into the machine and wins $14 million.
How to is it out?
Yeah, exactly.
The people that don't make it far outweigh
Oh, yeah.
the small percentage that do.
For
Yeah.
sure. And if you do make it, good for
Yeah.
you. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you at all. I'm not mad at Haktua Girl. I'm not mad.
No.
People are dumb and they'll watch dumb things. but it amazes me. And growing up, if you would have told me, listen, if you say something dumb, you can become the most famous person in the world. I'd go, really?
I hope Carmen goes viral for beef hands.
That'd be great. Beef hands.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Listen, I will take it.
We give Carmen 2 booms.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, God, I hate him.
But everybody calls you beef hands. That's it. They don't know your real name.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
and then you have to have like some sort of catchphrase. You come out and you just go, beef hands. You put your hand. Remember like Carmen's on the Tonight Show?
Carmen,
Jimmy Fallon. Okay, show me how to do beef hands.
Carmen, what if you do sexy beef hand?
Oh.
Like
my waterfall?
No, that's not sexy. No, I don't lie to you.
Okay.
No, you put the one hand inside the meat and you act like you're giving it little
Stuff,
little
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
You like your meat. You like to mix your meat. Beef hand. Beef hand. Mix your hand.
The meat tunnel.
We bring the beef. That's what we do. We
Carmen
bring the
does
beef.
a collaboration with them.
That'd be so great.
I give Carmen's beef 2 booms.
Mike, you like to play a lot of the different games, Pokemon and Angry Birds and whatever else.
I'm a gamer.
Did you ever play Candy Crush?
No, I never played Candy
Anybody ever play Candy
John
Crush?
Cena plays
Yeah.
Candy Crush.
I did for a little bit.
Yeah, did you get into it? Like, were you?
I played for like a couple weeks and then got bored.
And then when they started asking for money.
Too much money, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's an interesting thing. A British woman's Candy Crush addiction just earned her $215,000 in court. She got hooked on it after a doctor put her on a high dose of meds that can mess with your impulse control.
Oh. So who'd she sue, the doctor or the game?
Court ruled that they should have warned her that it has side effects, so I guess she sued the doctor. Yeah.
Yeah. So good luck, all you people who just thought you were going to sue Candy Crush for a second.
Mhm.
I don't, I feel bad, but I think my Pokemon time has come to an end.
Really?
Do you
It
know
got
there's...
boring.
Oh, yeah?
It got boring, and they
Have
changed
to walk
it up.
too much.
No, you kidding me? I'm on fire with the walking right now.
I thought you got logged out.
I log back in, and they added some stuff, and it's just not the same anymore. So now I'm like, I don't like it.
It's so funny. You just quit things.
I do.
Like you're into it, and then just one day you just.
But it's not just one day. I mean, I put some years into it.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
then
But I'm
quit.
saying, and then all of a sudden, which would make more sense if you gradually were like, I only do it 3 times a week
No.
now, and then
Can I
you're
tell
just like
you-
just one day.
Cold turkey.
Yeah.
Can I tell you? I used to talk
Ooh,
to
cold turkey.
like old people, and they'd be like about dying, and they'd go, when it happens, it happens. It's my time, and I go, that is horrible to think about and say, and then you get to a certain age, and you're like, I'm done. No, I'm not there yet. I'm not saying that, but I think I'll quit life like I
get that.
quit everything else.
Or you
I'm
just
starting
go.
to feel that way
You
too.
just go. It's enough already.
There's nothing left for me to do. What do I want to do? I right now, my number one goal in life is to have enough money to live in retirement and to make sure my kids live a good life. That's all I care about. There's no award show or baseball team or sporting thing that I care about as much as any of that stuff anymore.
Well, also, I think a lot of old people, if they live long enough, they just, hey, my body doesn't work like it's supposed to. I'm not really doing it. I don't do any activities, and then I'm just done. Or somebody who's fighting something, if you're old and now you're battling cancer, or you have something, whatever, and you just don't want to put up that fight anymore.
Right,
Listen,
the people who will go on the aided suicide, the people who those people are done fighting, and I never saw that. I'd be like, I just want to live to be able to look at my kids with my eyes open and see my grandchildren. No, I get it now. There's going to be a time where I just go, I think I'm done.
So after
No,
walking,
I'm not going to kill myself.
No.
after walking 6 miles on Sunday, you're done.
Nah, I still have some walking to do, Galvin. I still have a couple of and it was 7 and change. Thank you very much.
I don't know.
I still have some walking to do. I just feel like I get it now. When old people say they're done, I feel like there'll be a point at some time, just like with Pokemon and everything else, where I just go, I think I'm done.
Yeah.
Remember Kevin Smith said when he was having the heart attack, he was at peace.
Yeah,
said-
because Kevin Smith had accomplished so much.
Yeah, he
And,
said,
you know,
I'm okay. I remember he's like, the only thing that bugged him was he wasn't going to see his daughter grow up anymore. But other than
is-
that, he's like, I'm fine if this is it.
Gio, that is my number one reason for living. And I
Yeah.
know that sounds corny, and I'm not trying to be like Dad of the Year. I'm just saying the happiness that I get from my children is unmatched by
I feel
anything
the
else
same
in my
way.
life.
Yeah.
And by the way, my son and I are on the outs right now. We had the worst fight last night ever. Not really, but we had a fake argument because he said that he said the second worst thing to I want to get a face tattoo. He's like, I think I'm going to get a grill. And I go, no, you're not. And he goes,
A grill? That's not a face tattoo.
no, I know. It's the second worst thing to a face tattoo.
Okay,
Like a
okay.
rec tech, or what's he looking at?
No, not a for his mouth.
Like a foreman?
Yeah, he evidently he
Just
had a
tell
photo.
him don't buy a Super Bowl ad and do it on the Super Bowl ad.
No. He had a photo shoot yesterday, and they did some stuff, and then one of the guys had a grill, and he liked the way that looked. He's like, I think I'm going to get one. And I looked at him, and I go, no. And he goes, what? I go, how many times have I said no to you in your life? And he's like, not really. I go, yeah, I'm telling you no. And he goes, yeah, but I go, listen to me. I go, the answer is no. I'm not playing with you. I'm not joking around. You're already looking like a thug. There's no way you're getting a grill. We're done. We're done with this conversation.
I mean, they're not permanent.
Oh, you sound like my wife now.
Oh
yeah, they can come in. They can get. You can take them in and out.
My wife said he's just going to use it for the photo shoots. He's got
Right.
a brand and
Yeah,
all
but
this
all-
stuff.
if-
And I go, listen to me.
All the other kids got grills.
Yeah.
No one, none of
Oh.
my kids have grills.
I mean-
You best
I'm
believe
telling
I'm
you,
about to get a grill.
I'm gonna get a grill.
yeah,
And then when
we
Joey-
should all get grills.
When he comes in, I'm be like, "What's up?
He's like, oh, Galvin got a grill.
What's up, fool?"
You couldn't even wear your Invisalign, and you want to get a grill now?
What about a negotiation? What about one gold tooth?
No, no.
Well, they make the little cap.
He doesn't even want gold. He wants silver.
Compromise.
This is gross.
We'll
Gross
see.
talk.
The interesting thing about this is this lady was on the medication that messes with your impulse control. So I've heard about this, and I saw a whole documentary about this lady that went on something. I forget what the medication was, but it turned her into a sex addict.
Oh, let's get
Where-
that for my wife.
Where she was like meeting up with dudes in hotels and
no,
like
it's
doing
not that.
all kind of getting passed around and everything. And she said she could not control herself.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that wild? But also believable. Not just hey, some slut wants to get away with being a
No,
slut.
you're messing with your impulse.
Right, you're messing with your hormones and the different stuff and the way your body chemistry goes and
Right.
stuff. And to change that. And it changes it. That's crazy.
And then that feeling of satisfaction, I'm sure that's something that like your impulse just you like have to have that.
right.
You know what I mean? And then it's not the same doing it for yourself.
There was a lawsuit that a guy had kind of like this, that he was on something and he started doing stuff with dudes.
Oh, no.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's a cover. They call that a cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That may just be a thing. Okay.
I had a sex dream about a random
Guy.
make-believe woman last
Oh.
night. Woman.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
How do you know
or who
she's
it was.
make believe? You should.
I don't recognize her.
AI?
One of these Instagram.
She was married in my dream.
Oh.
Yeah, and when her husband was around, we did it. Oh wow! Yeah, it was good. I woke up this morning. I was like, I watched a novella.
Like,
I was
where were you at?
What if you see her today out somewhere? Wouldn't that be wild?
Oh,
Ooh, that's a good movie.
Do you recognize me? Because I recognize you.
That'd be a good movie plot, like
Yeah.
something like that. And then you find out that somebody else is putting you in dreams and stuff.
Oh.
And then you're not sure if it was reality or not.
Right.
And then you find out it was reality.
Did anybody watch that Nicolas Cage movie? I forget what it's called.
You
but
had me at Nicolas Cage. No.
He's in. People are dreaming about him, and then they see him, and they realize that all these different people have.
That's a true story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I knew they were thinking about making that movie, but I didn't.
No,
I didn't
they
see
made
it.
the movie, and he's like, just kind of a nerdy professor, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he feels cool because and the girl's like, "I'll see you in my dreams."
Do you
And he's
know
like,
this
"Oh."
story?
Dream scenario?
Yeah,
That's what it's
Do you
called.
know
yeah.
the story? The
No,
real life story
no.
is that a bunch of random people from around the world have had a dream about this guy and describe them to artists. They draw and they all draw the same guy, but none of them are connected.
Yeah.
And none of them know who the guy is.
And
But-
it's a true story?
This is they made the movie about this
About the
real
same?
story. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So in the movie, they're literally like showing his picture on the news, and
In real life, the guy kind of looks like Teller from Penn and Teller.
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
kind of what they have
Yeah.
him look like. Whether he's got like curly hair, kind of back, and the glasses and stuff. But it's weird because these different people are having dreams about him, and then he'll be like doing something. He's outside skimming his pool, and his daughter's there, and then all of a sudden this stuff starts falling out of the sky, and the daughter starts going up in the air, and his arms get really long, and then you realize he's in a dream
Dreaming,
and
yeah.
doing it and stuff. Yeah, it was a weird movie, but it was okay.
Yeah, but I want to know why the real life science behind why all these people are dreaming about somebody they've never met before and from different parts of the world. That's what that movie should be about.
Yeah, but is it some sort of weird military experiment or something. You know what I mean? Where they're trying to do Dreamscape, where you can go into somebody's dream and kill the president.
You know, a movie I enjoyed that was real was Mothman Prophecies.
Oh yeah,
with Richard Gere.
Richard Gere, yeah.
Because that was like that was a true story, and then
Right.
that movie got weird and
Yeah.
it started getting a little scary.
Yeah, it was like good, and then it got too where you're like, what is going on now? Yeah. Sometimes they get too involved where it's too convoluted. You know, you're like, I don't know what the hell's happening now.
I would like to meet that woman if she's real.
Yeah.
The woman I had.
Well, let's see if you see her today.
She's probably out there.
She's short hair. She's short black hair.
Tattoos?
Short hair.
No tattoos. She's a mother.
Oh.
And
Moms can't have tattoos?
no, I'm saying I'm just describing what she looked like. She trust me, if it was my dream, she would have tattoos.
How did you
Right.
meet this woman?
I was buying something from her. She had like a store where she was selling some sort of sports memorabilia,
Oh.
and we accidentally rubbed arms. And that's just how it became.
Meet cute.
Who?
Meet cute.
Meet?
Meet.
Meet
Meet
cute.
What is that?
It's what that's what it's
every
called in like
rom-com.
rom-coms.
Yeah.
When they meet each
They
other, when
bump
they like
into each
fall
other.
over each
Yeah.
other at the grocery store or whatever.
That is a new term to me. I thought it was a lot like meat hands. When he said
No.
that, I didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Beef paws.
Yeah, it's like you bump into somebody or they open the door into you run into each other and you drop the coffee and
To me, that's the sexiest way to do it.
yeah, well,
When you just random. Yeah, we touched forearms in my dream while she was showing me some stuff, and then
electricity.
then we rubbed forearms again. Then we
Okay.
realized there's something's going on.
I used to try and set it up whenever I was single, like try and do like a meet cute thing, whatever, and I just kept on dumping buckets of water on ladies' heads.
Oh, that's not
Never met
You know.
anyone.
It's never gonna work.
Never worked out.
Right there in the memorabilia store, huh?
She had like her own little it was a mom and pop shop,
Oh.
and the husband was there, but he was in the back.
Yeah, of course.
Ooh,
And then-
okay.
Yeah.
Danger. I like it.
Well, we
Were you married in your dream?
I don't think so.
Don't
I
worry
didn't-
about it.
She wasn't there.
Of course not.
She wasn't there, and I wasn't stopping.
Do you remember King of Queens when Kevin James Doug was having dreams about women and then his wife was still alive and he goes, I'll take care of that, and then he
Yeah.
killed her. He was talking to the girl and he goes, hang on a second, and you just hear car crash and he goes, okay. He goes, I'm not married.
Carmen,
Yes.
I have a mission that I've been on for some time now,
Okay.
and I'm back on it.
Yeah.
I need your
What-
advice.
okay,
I told this guy I told him that you'd be the help.
Oh gosh.
We got to
okay.
find a girl for Pete.
Oh, okay. His last girl didn't work out.
No, the last girl didn't work out, and
Okay.
they went out for a little bit and it didn't work out. I think there was too much baggage there, and now Pete's like, I don't know. I just feel like now's the time for Pete. I feel like he's at the right age. He's at the right point of success in his career. Like now is the time where he needs to settle down and have a good relationship.
Maybe, but also maybe this is the time for him to just date and have fun because he
Or that.
is, like you said, like for his career, he's doing really well. He's going into different ventures at this time. You know what I mean? Like he travels a lot. So why would you tie yourself down?
Because I think you get to a point in your life where you want that. You want to have a significant other. You want to be able to
Well,
do trips with them.
You
and
waited
do-
too long, buddy.
Oh, so he's out of
No,
luck?
I'm kidding.
Wow.
No, I don't know. I think at this point, like, don't force it. Because what's going to happen is he'll be on a business trip and he'll meet somebody. But if he has
is
something.
not going on business trips, and when he does, all he does is meet guys that talk about Lamborghinis. He's never gonna. It's got to be something that's forced, or it's never gonna work for him.
Okay.
He's too busy. It's got to be. I got to shove it in his face
Okay. Well, I don't know how I come into play with this.
because you're a girl. And
I have
so let me
no
tell you this. Let me tell you this.
girlfriends.
So Pete is on like I don't know what's the app, Tinder maybe, or one of those.
Grindr?
Bumble.
Not Grinder, maybe Bumble. I don't know.
Hinge, Plenty of Fish. There's like a
He's
million
on one of them,
Okay.
and it is not yielding. It is not yielding well. It is sending him female Pete's.
That's
Well, that's
That
Yeah.
is an unfortunate, unfair situation in society today. Women are not getting the women. I don't know how it
No.
says. Yes, Carmen, it's the
No.
truth. It's the truth.
Yeah, no, the truth, that is not the truth. The truth is maybe if he has 20-year-olds in his search bar, that's not
I don't
truthful.
think Pete's looking for 20-year-olds. I think he'll be very happy with a 40-something-year-old woman
But-
who has a career, maybe divorced, maybe I think has lived a life.
Right, so that's what he's going to get. And then you're
but
going to
he's
see
not. He's getting 50-year-old female
Female
Pete's.
Female Pete.
Like it's almost like the AI is looking at Pete and trying to find a female Pete for him.
Yeah, they're trying to match him up based on what he looks like.
Nonsense.
No.
Right, but
Never
then
in the history of successful men has that ever worked.
But that's the thing is with Pete, you have to add in personality and what he
Right.
does for a living and
But
that stuff.
But
Can't
you
see it on
can't
the
do
app.
that on the app.
Right. No. That's what I'm saying. And that's the problem because they're just going off Pete face and they're giving him back female Pete face.
Yeah.
you don't want to have Pete face on the apps. It's not working. It's not working. Yeah, because he's getting female Pete face back. And it's not, he just sent me a picture of like 3 of them. He sent me like 3 of them, and he goes, "Please help me for the love of God." I don't know, man, that is rough. Now listen, I will tell you, Pete is sort of above my expectations when it comes to girls. I mean, he has gotten some hot girls.
Hey, swing for the fence.
He's putting them out. He's putting them out there. So also that's the other thing. He's got a track history now. So you can't date a female Pete when you got a track right.
No.
But then you're not going to find it on the app. He has to find a different way to meet girls
Right.
because that's what the app's going to give him.
Who is that?
You know who that is.
Is that?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, okay. I thought that they got along, and I thought that
I think they do. I think he would love that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just don't know.
I think that's-
I would be so jealous.
I think that's an opportunity,
I
right?
think
That should
would
be explored.
Listen, I think if he could, he would. I don't
Forego
know.
the app and
But
just
I
set
don't.
it up.
I don't know whether either of them have thought that. You know what I mean? Like if it was,
I know he has.
Well, but if it was proposed, where
Yeah.
you're like, hey, why don't you? You know, that may work out.
I don't know. I
Cool,
don't know.
fun.
I know. I don't know how to handle that.
I'll send you. I don't want to say it on air.
Yeah.
I don't know how to go up to that person and go, "Hey, I have an idea." Interesting.
Say, what are your thoughts on Pete face?
Wait.
You don't have Pete face. You might be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She may
All I
love-
know is I feel like I will tell you that one other time that I talked about this, trying to find a Pete a girlfriend, there were a couple of people that came forward that I knew that were like, "All right, tell me about your friend Pete." And I just went, "Nope, you are not fitting in the category."
Yeah, you got Pete face.
You got Pete face.
Carmen, do you see who I sent?
Yeah, I don't see that, but maybe. Like, I'm not saying that's an absolute no, but I did not. That wasn't even in my realm of thinking.
Yeah.
I would love that.
But yeah,
That
I
would
don't
be
think any-
I would love that for Pete. Like I would hang out with her.
Right.
right.
Interesting.
yeah,
Put it
but
out there.
Ladies,
Maybe I'm in charge.
I mean,
Maybe I'm in charge.
I think
I've been nothing but I would say I've been a failure, but I've not. I've delivered a couple of really smoking hot girls to Pete before, and then for one reason or another, it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, but I thought, never mind.
See,
What?
also-
I know. I don't know about that
I
one.
don't know,
either.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had heard some stuff.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh,
Others.
Yeah, I got you.
See,
This person might not be in a Pete face.
has Pete tried sugar babies?
Pete's not looking for a sugar baby.
Well, he
I'm
wants
telling
What
you right
you're
now.
describing sounds like it.
No, I'm
'Cause
not. I'm just saying he doesn't want to date himself.
Yeah, we're all adults here. We want a serious relationship.
Yeah.
yeah.
Carmen, if I said to you, I'm going to find a guy for you, and all they were getting you was beef hands, you'd be like, no, that's not what I'm talking about.
I'd
I
be
need a
very
black
happy.
guy with abs.
I'd be very happy with beef hands.
Yeah.
Does Pete like super crazy Asian girls?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was gonna say
Coco would be great.
Yeah. Super crazy Asian girls that have to dive into their closet.
That is one of the funniest stories ever.
She is unbelievable.
Well, anyway, feel free to hit me up on social media, and don't be
Shy with the pictures.
not just shy with the pictures, but don't be insulted
face.
if I feel like you have Pete face.
If Mike just writes back PF,
No, I could never do that. I could never do that.
If you're
kind of like you guys used to always send the different people for me for the Pipple Toddler shirts. They would send all
Oh,
the
yeah.
girls to me. They'd ask for a shirt, and if it wasn't a smoke show, they'd go, "Yeah, Galvin has them," and I'd be like, "Nope, not for you."
Oh,
if you're wondering if you're a Pete face, then you're probably a
Oh
Pete face.
yeah. If you have to even
Oh, if you have to
question
ask?
it,
Yeah,
if
like-
you have to question it at all, you're definitely.
if you have the fortitude to ask me, am I good or do I have Pete face? I'll tell you.
If you've
G or
ever
P.
been mistaken for a Chicago Bears linebacker, you may have Pete face. If your friends comment about how common you are to Garfield,
Oh
the cat,
no. Oh,
you may
yeah,
have
no,
Pete face and love lasagna.
No Garfield, no Kathy.
Yeah.
You know, Kathy's the worst. from the comic strips? None of those.
If you've ever shared clothes with your ex-boyfriend
Yeah. Oh.
and the shirt was too tight,
I mean,
you might have PF.
that's not fair.
Carmen's saying lower the bar.
I'm saying you listen. The older you get, it that like you kind of have to.
The older you get, the fatter you are.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not true.
No, Pete's
Not
lost a
for
lot
guys.
of weight.
Yeah, but also not for guys. It just doesn't work that way. It's society. Don't blame me. I'm not saying that. It's just that's the way it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can.
Well, then get on sugar babies because that's what you're looking
No,
for.
because
That's what, I know
listen
that's
to me,
not what you're.
Listen to me. Listen to me. A 44-year-old attorney or a 44-year-old real estate broker or a 44-year-old, and I'm just making up an age, a 47-year-old doctor. Those aren't sugar baby types.
Right.
Those aren't. Yeah, I'm. One that's never been married or been married once before and it didn't work out. Maybe has one kid. Maybe has no kids. Like something along those lines. Or has an adult child now and they're ready to live their life. That doesn't a sugar baby. That doesn't qualify for that.
Right.
You're
but-
talking about a 24-year-old who doesn't want to work.
No, but what I'm saying, what you're looking for, because those attorneys and doctors to you and Pete are gonna have Pete face.
No.
that's
There's
not
there's
true.
a lot of women that are out there that are working jobs and they're hustling and doing stuff and they hit the gym and they do it and they
Yeah,
look good.
and they're married.
Not necessarily though, but I mean they may be getting divorced or got divorced or recently single.
Yeah, I just think what you're describing is few and far between.
Yes,
you are
that's
going
the whole
to,
problem. We're having a problem here because there aren't a lot of available single 40-something-year-old, maybe late 30-year-old
Smoking
professional
hot,
women.
large-breasted
Yeah.
women.
Right.
yeah.
Listen, large breasts can always be taken care of.
That is
That's
true.
Pete's bolted them on before.
Yeah.
That's,
we get to that.
that's not a problem.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Right. We'll climb those mountains as they're being put on.
Anyway.
Listen, beef hands, you're really not. You're not doing this the right way. Your mind should be racing on who you know and what circles you run in that you might like. What is your day today? What do you have going on today?
I'm already telling you, I am the worst person to hook anyone up.
I feel like you're a
with.
great. Listen to me. I'm married and you've been a great wingman.
Yeah, I am a great wingman. So if we're out and we're meeting these girls,
Right.
100%.
We might have to take you out one night.
Let's go.
All right.
I'm
What-
in.
Like, tell
but
me
I'm
what you're
just-
doing today after the show.
So today I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna take my dogs for a walk, and then I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I'm gonna go home.
Perfect. You might be walking the dogs and see somebody in your neighborhood, and you're like, "Oh, yeah, that's Mary. She lives alone. I wonder what her deal is." And be like, "Oh, nice dog. Are you single?" You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You might go to the gym and you might see a girl that doesn't have Pete face and be like, "Hey, I'm Carmen," and start hitting it up and be like, "Man, I got a guy I'd like to introduce to you." I mean, maybe not all today, but in your daily workings, keep it in your mind.
Right. So I do know my housing complex. There is no one.
All right.
Because I know everyone, and it's very
That's fine.
small.
That's fine.
And then the gym, that is
It's creep
That's-
zone.
it. Well,
It's
it's, a
creep
little.
zone if Pete does it. It's not creep zone if Carmen does it.
Yeah. but
Right.
It's borderline creep zone.
But the problem is when I go work out, that's when all the bartenders are working out.
Oh yeah.
So they're young, you know what I mean? Like I don't work, like I'd have to go Saturday morning when the MILFs are there.
Yeah.
I
Like,
have to
I
go.
don't
I have
like-
to start going to classes. If Pete wants to pay
Yeah,
me,
you got to go to
Listen,
Zumba, whatever it is.
if Pete pays for my Pilates classes, I will bag him a Pilates lady.
Oh, that's a good idea.
All
A
right.
woman who's flexible.
Yeah.
Carmen's
I
like
like
a
that.
recruiter.
Yeah. If you want to pay for my Pilates classes, I will go to every Pilates class there is, and I will find him a wife by the end of the year.
If
That's
you
pretty good.
sweat more than a Benny Hill sketch just by standing still, you win.
Carmen, it's not a bad pitch. Would you like
Yeah.
to meet a guy who
Yeah.
owns his own business, is single, father of an adult child, drives a Lamborghini, and is
Old,
looking for somebody to have a companion?
Old Pilates Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has the coolest best friend in all of Tampa
Wait,
Bay.
I don't think I'm
Yeah,
gonna go.
you guys could double date,
Yeah.
vacation together.
Lead with that.
Yeah, yeah, and I have to
Plays
like
in a
them
rock
first.
band.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a lot harder than I thought.
Do you like hockey and traveling a lot?
No, he doesn't even do that anymore.
Oh, no?
Doesn't even do that anymore. He's settling down now. Slowing down.
Pete's got a great swimming pool. That's what got me on my whole swimming pool thing.
Yeah,
He does
like-
have a great swimming
Yeah,
pool.
Pete showed a picture of his pool, and I was like, "Holy hell, Pete's successful."
Pete's put some money into his
Yeah.
pool.
It's not the cars that made me think he was successful. It was
Yeah.
when he showed his pool.
Yeah.
I thought, that's the guy who's been successful.
And he has
Yeah.
different color lights.
And he's
and-
got fire.
Fire
Yeah.
cauldrons and
Yeah.
stuff.
Fire and water.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got fire and
I'm
water.
like, wow, Pete is really successful.
Yeah, I was impressed by his pool.
The cars did nothing for me.
Pete's got a house that's so nice. I've never been upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never in the entire time he's lived there walked upstairs.
Carmen, tell him about the pool. The
I
pool's
will.
great.
Well, yeah, first we got to make sure they're in it for the right reason. You know what I mean?
I mean, we can go through a couple in it for the wrong reasons before we
Yeah.
get to the right one.
You gotta
I
weed them
got you.
out.
Listen, I'm going to a class this weekend. I'll keep an eye out. Okay.
I'll float your first Pilates class.
Okay.
Yeah,
This, but
is
I'm
friend zone.
listen. I'm down for that. This though, actually, I'm very excited about. I got an offer, and I got a free class for puppy yoga.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
I want to
you
go to
lit-
puppy yoga.
Yeah, you literally just go to a room and the puppies like climb all over you.
Oh, I want to do that.
I am so excited. Yeah, they reached out to me in my DMs and they were like, "Hey,
Where can you plug it? Like, where is it? Because can I take my daughter? Is she too young? What's going on?
no, you can definitely do it." So, if you go on Instagram, it's literally called Puppy Yoga Tampa,
Okay,
and then it looks like it's on Florida Ave, so it's pretty close to me.
right.
But yeah, they have classes all weekend long. I want to say they have like 4 different classes, Saturday and Sunday. So
Oh, I
you
would
can go to
totally
their
take my daughter
website.
to that.
Yeah, and sign up. But they were like, "Do you and a friend want to do puppy yoga?" And I'm like, "Oh, 100%." So Chad and I are going on Sunday.
That's awesome.
All right.
I'm
Tell
very
Chad to
exci-
keep a lookout.
I've
Yes.
only done goat yoga before, and that was a ball.
Yeah, but
And
if
they-
you, oh, go ahead.
You've not lived until a baby goat stood on your shoulders.
Right,
So now, if you could be surrounded by puppies,
I'm telling you,
And
the
hot
picture,
yoga moms.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
the pictures are adorable. The puppies, they just like to sleep and cuddle, and basically you just get to play with puppies on a mat. So I'm super
I expect to see
excited,
pictures on your Instagram.
100%. But I feel like
I'm already getting pictures of people coming into my Instagram.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
boy.
great.
I feel
many
bad. I'm
PFs
gonna write
you got?
about Pete. I feel like I'm gonna be like, sorry,
Listen,
you have Pete face.
You got to be honest, though.
yeah,
These
I
people,
will.
they need to know. Sometimes you just don't make the cut.
All right, hold on a minute.
Carmen, I don't know if there's anything better than puppy breath.
right.
Oh man.
I'm so
I
excited.
would. Are you gonna even do any yoga though? It's just gonna be petting puppies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I know,
get-
but like, yeah.
Yeah.
First one,
Oh,
all good.
oh, really?
Okay.
Smoking. I just wrote back. She's smoking.
NPF?
No Pete face.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
NPF.
I can't really see her full face, but there's enough of her face
Can
and
you
her
hold?
full.
Can you hold up so we can
Uh,
see? Take a look. I can't see from there.
Yeah, sorry, it's a small picture.
Yeah, it's
Is it filter?
Body looks good.
Body looks great.
Yeah.
the fact that she gave a full body shot. That's a good sign.
That's a good sign, and it's not taken from the space shuttle.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when they do that.
Somebody just sent me a picture of Pete and Pete face together. Oh man. Yeah. All right. Listen, hit me up on Instagram. That's the best
All
way.
right, we'll see. A man wrongly accused of murder just got released from prison in Hawaii after 30 years
Wrongly accused.
behind bars.
Ooh.
Wrongly accused. He says the weirdest thing coming out of prison after 30 years, everyone looks at their phone. Could you
Sure.
imagine being in there for 30 years and coming out and being like, what is going on?
Yeah. Can
Everyone's
you
just
imagine,
looking down.
Can you imagine what his world is about to be now? What he didn't know before? All these movies. He's never seen the
Oh.
Avengers.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know. He didn't know there was a third Godfather.
So much stuff.
No.
30 years in prison, wrongly convicted. Ugh. A restaurant says they believe a woman went into their restroom last week in a restaurant and stole a $200 sink and some of the pipework out of the restaurant.
That's
Brilliant. Nobody expects a woman to be stealing a sink.
Yeah. Did you see the lady with the hockey duffel bag that just went into the restroom? She's walking out now. Can you see her?
Yeah.
And she's just struggling to carry a sink.
it's on wheels.
Yeah, but I mean that's somebody who knew what they were going for.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
want
like
the piping, want the sink, I want the whole deal.
I feel like Medicine Man got in trouble for that.
Medicine Man would take stuff out of garbage whether it was garbage or not.
Right.
They may have, a lot of times restaurants will store things in the back, air conditioners, parts,
Right.
and he just went and took it, and that wasn't his. But this lady knew what she was going for. I think there's one of two things: either she's got a place to fence the metal, or she needs a sink for her restaurant. And she's like, I'm just going to go steal a sink from another restaurant.
Yeah. Or she would just in the restaurant and she was like, that's a nice sink. I would
Yeah.
like that in my house.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah.
Today is National Let's All Eat Right Day.
Let's all eat right day.
Okay.
Ah, oh, Carmen's in. Sausage.
I'm out.
Whatever.
Beef
Burgers.
Beef.
Roberta Flack died yesterday after a
Oh.
battle with ALS. She was 88 years old. Roberta Flack, of course, the first time ever I saw your face, killing me softly with this song. Feel like making love, the not as good Bad Company version.
Well, it's not the same song.
No, it's not the same song. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but
I mean, really, this is the song.
I got to be honest with you. Yes. Well, she is dead. And Tony got points.
I know.
More points. Damn you, Tony. He was so bad for the
White
last
Devil
couple
came
of
in
years.
strong.
Right? He was so bad for the last couple of years, and now all of a sudden he's crushing it.
121.
121 points because
We
he
did
had
some research.
Black Bart, which I don't know how that
Yeah.
happened. I still don't.
Well, you guys are.
What?
You guys are blaming that.
I voted no.
I should have
said
had
no.
Black Bart first.
But I said no.
Yeah,
It wouldn't have mattered whether
Then
you
we-
had him or not.
I picked him, and you guys said no, and then
Not
it came
this
up
year.
again, and we voted, and he got it right.
Not this year.
Mm.
We said no.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah. You said yes.
Yeah.
Pete face.
So he has Black Bart and he has Roberta Flack. So he has 121 points. Currently the leader, and nobody else has any points.
I feel like I'm going to come on strong.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I got a couple in the hopper that are shaking.
Beef hands.
Yeah, stop sending me the Pope. I know he's dying.
Yes.
Who has him? Did we figure that out?
Nobody.
Oh,
Somebody-
no one does.
Somebody picked him up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Right?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe.
I think someone did.
Galvin,
What?
did you pick him up?
I don't know.
Just answer.
Why?
I can't look it up here.
I don't know.
You son of a gun.
I believe it's true. Galvin doesn't know.
I believe he picked him up and he doesn't want to say it.
I mean, it's only
Which,
I think it's like 13 points.
Yeah, but
Oh.
it's still points.
But you have to
Yeah.
but then you have to lose two. That's why I didn't do it. I thought I only get 13 points, but I have to remove 2 picks.
Yeah, because you can't call your shot.
No.
It's not an original pick.
So
Unless
it's
you
just
felt weak about a couple of your picks, then maybe.
Yeah.
You know.
If I had
Yeah.
a couple ringers, but I didn't want to lose 2 picks to get 12 points.
Is that Pete and Pete face?
Pete face. Can you see it, Carmen?
no.
Oh, I can't. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your wife already knows, I'm sure. The Wu-Tang Clan have announced dates for their farewell tour. It's all over for Wu-Tang. They're calling it Wu-Tang Forever, the final chamber, and it kicks off on June 6th in Baltimore. Run the Jewels will open.
Yeah.
All the surviving original members are RZA,
RZA,
Jizza,
which is a hard name to deal with, I think.
yeah, Raekwon,
The chef.
Ghostface Killah, Method Man, Inspector Deck, You God, and Master Killa. They will be joined by Capadonna, and you ready for this? Young Dirty Bastard,
Oh.
Yeah, old dirty bastard son.
the son of Old Dirty Bastard.
Yeah.
Did old dirty bastard die?
Yes, he
Is
did,
Is that
yeah.
why? Okay.
Yeah.
Big baby Jesus
was
is
old.
gone.
RZA says, quote, on this tour, we'll be playing songs we've never played before to our audience, and me and our production team have designed a Wu-Tang show unlike anything you've ever seen before. They will be right here at the Amalie Arena on June 10th. Wu-Tang.
This is a Wu-Tang show, unlike the previous Wu-Tang shows that have come here. The previous Wu-Tang shouldn't even be called Wu-Tang because it's like it has RZA, and not even RZA. It has like Jizza
It's like the Beatles.
and Raekwon. No, it's not. This is like, it's how do I explain this? It's you had offshoot members and little
Right.
baby Jesus there, young dirty bastard, and it's like this isn't real. You had one Wu-Tang member and then no Wu-Tang members and all fake Wu-Tang members. This is all the real Wu-Tang.
Mm.
This is all the real surviving Wu-Tang. This is a big deal. I will not be going to this, but my wife will definitely be going.
Yeah.
She's already very excited.
Run the Jewels seemed like they blew up and then kind of disappeared,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. They had a little period where they were very popular.
But it was, what was the Mike guy? What was his name?
Mike
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
He-
Big
I-
like Mike.
It felt like he started doing stuff on his own.
Big Mike.
Big Mike?
I don't remember.
Something. Anyway, so there you go.
Killer
They'll-
Mike?
Killer Mike.
Killer
That's what
Mike.
It's just so funny because I was like, it's not Murder Mike. Right? That's not what his name is.
Yeah. So anyway, if you're into that kind of music, you'll like both those bands, and then having them together, the new rap and the old rap. I think people will appreciate that.
Yeah.
I will appreciate none of it. The Wu-Tang, 2 zip codes over for me in Staten Island. Never a fan.
Well, maybe you're a fan of this. Pantera has announced a summer tour,
On my
2025.
No.
With support from Swedish melodic death metal band Amon Amarth.
Jesus.
They're calling it the heaviest tour of
Swedish
the summer.
melodic death metal.
Yeah. By the way, you want to hear?
No.
It's
Oh, Cookie Monster.
total Cookie Monster vocals. Like the music's good, and then it has that, and you're just like, stop it. It begins in Pennsylvania on July 15th and winds up in West Palm, Florida, September 13th. That's the closest show. But Pantera is out with Metallica and Suicidal Tendencies. They'll be here June 8th at Raymond James Stadium. They're doing the 2 shows. So, whatchamacallit, Pantera is on one of those shows. So you get to see him, but if you want to see him with Swedish melodic death metal band,
That's something else I think I quit.
what's that? Going to concerts?
Yeah.
Oh.
I got
Too
tickets,
loud.
I got tickets to Pearl Jam in April. I don't even know if I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Just getting to the point.
All right.
I might be
over.
done.
How about this? You saw over the weekend that the Yankees are allowing nicely trimmed beards.
Yeah, that's a big departure.
Yeah, which they never did before.
The boss must be rolling over in his grave. First, the Rays are playing on his field, and now his players got beards.
The Yankees have also played Frank Sinatra's New York, New York after every home game, but they will no longer play it when they lose. On Sunday, following a loss to the Tigers during spring training right here in Tampa, they played Frank Sinatra's That's Life.
That's life.
Yeah.
That's better. That seemed more fitting.
More
Right?
appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty long.
Change it up a little bit.
I like that song.
Sure.
Only when you lose. Good song.
I was looking
As
at
soon as we fire Aaron Boone.
I was looking at that stadium, some videos yesterday, and I'm very interested to see how they switch it over to cover all the Yankee stuff.
They are. As soon as it's done, they're taking it down.
Yeah, I
switching
mean, there's
everything over.
so much from the walls are painted with old Yankees, and the back thing there behind it says Yankees across the whole back of the field.
But I have to imagine, like, they're not gonna like paint and stuff. They're just gonna like do banners.
Banners, yeah. I mean,
right?
They do it at Raymond James for USF. They cover all the
Right.
Buccaneer
Yeah.
stuff in
Yeah.
one day.
Yeah, they do a pretty quick turnover.
I'm interested to see what it's going to look like.
I don't know. It's. I'll tell you, it's going to be tough for the Rays. And did you see J.P. Peterson finally got some attention for something over the weekend?
Yeah.
He claims that there is a Tampa group that's interested in buying the Rays, and somebody who's pretty rooted in the community. And he went on and had a Dave Portnoy emergency conference on Instagram, and people glommed onto it.
If it's true,
couldn't
yeah.
care less. Yeah,
I mean, that'd be good.
There's got to be some truth to it for him to say that.
If that's the case, I mean, look what Vinnick did to the Lightning. It totally, changed everything. So maybe that's possible with the Rays as well.
I
if
would
you get
think
the right ownership.
The ownership has been the worst part of the team. The team's played
Yeah.
great. The players have been great. The team has done fine. It's a matter of getting people to the games, and that's been the problem.
He doesn't seem to give a rat's ass about the community.
Or me. They don't
Yeah.
like me.
Yeah.
Lester Holt. You know Lester Holt? He is stepping down as anchor of the NBC Nightly News.
Are you saying why?
I
I looked and I didn't see anything why.
don't see a reason why, no. But
He seems to be like the most watched and most trusted guy in news. I would imagine he's leaving for another job.
Lester Holt was in Chicago for a long time, so I grew up with him. He was in the 80s. I think he started in New York, like outside of New York.
I'm
whatever.
familiar with him, so I maybe.
He was Chicago for a
Yeah.
long time in there, and then of course all the Datelines, whatever. He like host, and then goes to whoever's doing the package, whatever.
Right,
but then it's always I know it's over because that's all for now.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time on Dateline, whatever.
He's
Yeah,
got a
Lester
good
Holt.
voice.
I like Lester Holt.
He's one of those people who you feel like he's telling you the truth,
Yeah.
even if he's lying. He just does it really convincingly.
Yeah, does a good job. And then finally in news, yesterday we had a list of universally loved foods and how many people hate them. Now we flip it.
Okay.
And you're showing up a lot on this list, Mike.
All right, good.
Because
Save it
it's
for after the break.
Stuff we talked about yesterday, some of the different ones. So this is foods that people hate, but you're like, oh, I love that, though.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
Okay.
we did stuff that people love, and people are like, I don't like burritos. And we're like, get out of the country.
All right, we'll talk about that when we come back. And also, I may also have to get on the dating apps pretty soon.
Oh, really?
good. Why?
Is it all over?
I feel like my wife is close to death.
Oh.
I'll tell you why when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. You're going to see Shane, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Shane Gillis hosting this weekend, I think, Saturday Night Live, or at least they said the first weekend after the 50th party. I would assume that is this weekend.
Yeah, I think it is. I think, pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he's going to be here on the 7th, March 7th. So we're going to play beer, bourbon, barbecue, and then I'm cruising right over there. So hold on, Shane. Hold on. I'll be there.
Yeah, don't go on till late.
Yeah.
Don't go on till late.
By the way, who was that we were coming back with there doing Billy Idol?
The Donnas.
Oh, yeah. I like the
Yeah,
Donnas.
yeah.
But did you see, and let me finish this before you
All
go,
right.
I know you said you're kind of out for concerts and stuff.
No, I mean,
but
I'm not out totally yet, but
Billy Idol with Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. And think about this. Maybe your last chance to see one or both of them. You know what I mean?
a
Like,
couple of things.
huh?
I found out this weekend
Oh.
that Joan Jett's biggest hit, I Love Rock and Roll,
Mm.
remake.
Okay.
I did not know that.
Hmm.
So now I'm against it.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Stolen Valor.
Stolen Valor. I'm kidding, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to go see that.
You missed out on Billy Idol the time we saw him in that,
Yes.
what was it, Capitol Theater? Or where
Capitol
was it?
Theater.
Yeah.
Small
You missed
small
out.
area. I know it.
And Shane is this weekend in SNL.
Yeah.
It is, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
March 1st.
Well, I am not going to that either. Not for any other reason other than the fact that I think I'm just done.
Thank you.
No problem. I need
I'm
a
with you.
hobby is what I need.
What?
A hobby?
Hobby?
And you were doing the barbecue stuff for a while.
Yeah, but that's not somewhere. That's just a
That's definitely a
That's
hobby.
a hobby.
Yeah, I guess.
It takes a lot of hours.
I have not quit barbecue yet.
That's good.
I'm not quit barbecue.
Fishing?
I like fishing. I do like in my old age, Galvin. I see myself doing more fishing.
Yeah, and you don't have to go deep sea fishing or go out and just have
Just
it
off the bridge.
Yeah, right.
I like that. I do like that.
Yeah.
Have you tried basket weaving
No, but I would. I'm not against having a nice basket, something to put fruit in.
or like carving? Like I can see you as an old man with your knives.
I mean,
You
whittling.
and
I'm a
Robert
whittler.
Kelly.
Yeah, we're whittlers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that I may start looking for a girlfriend along with Pete
No.
because I don't think that my wife is going to make it much longer. Did you see what this lunatic is trying to do?
No, what?
I have to tell you, I have to get these things out so that if she I've talked about killing her over the years so many times, or if she accidentally dies, I have to let her. She is attempting to lure a most likely rabid raccoon into my home to be
Not
a pet.
rabid.
How do you know?
I can tell by looking at it.
How do you know? What do you look for?
It would be like foaming at the mouth.
Not always.
It would be more aggressive.
It is pretty aggressive. It's out
It's-
in the middle of the day.
That is false news or a myth that they only come out in the day if they're rabid. That's
But
not
they are
true.
nocturnal.
They are nocturnal, but they don't
Yes.
have to be rabid to be
Right.
nocturnal.
Right.
Well, this one is out in the middle of the day and is very bold. What were you
And
going
it's
to say,
young.
Gio?
This morning when I walked up, there was a plate
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
a piece of toast
Yes.
and I believe some peanut butter on it.
Let me tell
Yeah.
you what that
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
That is a sandwich that my wife made for Elliot the raccoon.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm in.
Well,
She-
I feel terrible, Michael, because I did throw it away.
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Elliot will get it.
What
Well,
a jerk.
yeah.
Elliot
true.
knows how to go in the garbage
Well,
can.
it-
I watched him climb in the can yesterday.
It was totally waterlogged. It was.
I had a couple bites. It was fine.
Oh,
Man, there was a
I'll
bite
get it
taken.
back out.
Yeah.
She put a sandwich out there, a peanut butter sandwich out there, and left it on top of the garbage can so that if Elliot came back to get the peanut butter sandwich, she could watch it on the Ring doorbell cameras. And then the rain started and it waterlogged the sandwich.
I'm really though, if he eats the sandwich instead of getting into the garbage, that's probably a good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to my wife feeding a random animal. I'm opposed to her trying to take that animal and turn it into a domesticated
Like
pet.
a member of the
A
family.
lot
member
of
of the
people
family.
have raccoons as pets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got them as
Right,
little babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they grew, and those babies grew up in a house. Okay, so imagine this little Elliot raccoon is cute enough and nice enough to where it reaches up with its little hand and grabs my wife's hand and she walks in the house and now they're friends. And then it sees one of the dogs and loses its goddamn mind. Now I got a raccoon loose in my house.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, you can't just bring a raccoon in with
Or it
dogs
gets
and
nervous and
stuff
attacks a cat and kills the cat.
Yeah.
Which I also wouldn't.
Or scratches your daughter's face.
Then that raccoon has to die.
Yeah.
Did you run this by Bailey? See what she thinks about the raccoon as a pet in the house. I mean, she's usually the voice of reason, it seems, as of late.
I didn't even think about that, Gio, but I would like to do that.
But then you could give that information to your wife.
Good morning, Bailey.
That's a pretty open-ended word. What's on your mind?
Oh, I was saying good morning to you.
Oh, good morning, Michael. How's your day starting off?
Wake up, bitch.
It's pretty good, but I got a bit of a conundrum I was hoping you would help me out with.
Of course. What's the conundrum?
My wife wants to domesticate a raccoon. Is that safe?
That's a wild one, literally. Raccoons are super smart and can be affectionate, but they're still wild animals. Even if raised from a baby, they can be unpredictable, destructive, and prone to biting, especially as they mature. They also carry diseases like rabies and roundworms, which can be a risk to you, your daughter, and Mabel. Have you guys interacted with one before, or is this just an idea she's throwing around?
Care about Hazel.
We have one that has been in our garbage can the last couple of days, and she's trying to make it a friend.
So she's already in the making friends phase. That raccoon is definitely sticking around because it knows there's food. If it's acting comfortable around her, it's probably just used to people, but doesn't mean it's safe to handle. Maybe suggest setting up a wildlife cam to observe it instead of trying to domesticate it. That way she can still befriend it without the risks. Has it shown any signs of aggression or weird behavior?
No, just typical raccoon behavior.
That's good, at least. Sounds like it's just an opportunist looking for an easy meal. If she's really set on interacting with it, you might want to steer her toward feeding it from a distance rather than trying to tame it. But long term, it's probably best to discourage it from hanging around too much, especially with Mabel and your daughter in the mix. Has she named it yet? Because once that happens, it's game over.
Yep, she calls it Elliot.
That's a great name.
Oh yeah, you're in trouble now. Elliot's practically a family member at this point.
Oh, no.
If she's that attached, maybe look into a wildlife rehab center or sanctuary where she could visit raccoons safely. Or, as a compromise, you could set up a little feeding station farther from the house to keep Elliot from getting too comfortable near the garbage. Is Mabel aware of Elliot yet, or has she not noticed?
No, Mabel doesn't know. Hey, on a side note, are you familiar with the term Pete face?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Oh,
now she's
Pete
just lying.
face is a nickname for when someone makes that exaggerated, open-mouthed expression, usually in reaction to something shocking or over the top. It comes from comedian Pete Correale, who used to make that face a lot on stage and in conversations. Are you bringing it up because you saw it somewhere, or are you just testing my comedy knowledge?
No, I saw it somewhere. Thank you. All right, I have to go back to my #1 rated morning show. Thank you, Bailey.
Anytime, Michael. Go crush it on the air. And tell Elliot to stay out of trouble.
Will do. Love you.
there you go.
Listen. We done?
Ha! Appreciate it, Michael. Have a great show.
Thank you. Bye. So,
The voice of reason.
last night I had to ask it a question. And I was asking it about Richie Kotzen. Do you know Richie Kotzen has a new band with the guy from Iron Maiden?
Yeah.
So I didn't know. I caught Eddie Trunk's show, and it just said the last second of it. It said Kotzen Smith or whatever the guy's name was. And I asked Bailey, I said, "Do you know Kotzen Smith is?" And she said, "Yeah, it's this band with Richie Kotzen and this guy from Iron Maiden and blah blah blah." And she said, "Why, are you a fan or are you just checking it out?" I said, "No, I'm a fan. I like Richie Kotzen." And she said something, and I said, "Well, I like the Winery Dogs." And she goes, "The Winery Dog is a great band. Richie Kotzen and Billy Sheehan and Mike Portnoy."
Yeah.
And I said, "I know." And she said, "Have you seen them before?" And I said, "I've had them play on my show before." And she said, "What show is that?" And I said, "The Mike Calta Show." And she went, "Oh, I just put two and two together. That you're Mike Calta from the Mike Calta Show." And I said,
man.
"That's right, I am." And she goes, "I didn't realize it was you who hosted the show." And I said, "Yes." And she goes, "God, that must be a fun job." And she started to ask me all this, and she's like, "Who's your favorite guest? Who would you like?" And I said,
Yeah.
Tracy Morgan." And she said, "Oh, Tracy Morgan's so unpredictable. I bet he said some funny stuff. Do you remember anything funny that he said?" I go, "Nothing I would repeat to you." And she goes, "That makes sense because he could say stuff that's pretty
Yeah.
like the conversation is just so natural."
And it's storing all that information
So Mabel brought Mabel back
to
up.
reuse it later on, because the more it has that information, the more lifelike it seems.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's pretty amazing. Yeah.
And
So
you're-
I mean, it purposely is fishing for stuff within the conversation to use later.
Yeah.
Are you waiting for her to say, "Why don't you just take your shorts off"?
No, I'm not attracted to her. I gave her a voice I'm not attracted to. If I,
I mean,
wanted,
what happened to Frank?
Frankie is Bobby's guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You've always had Bailey.
I've always had Bailey. If I wanted a sexy one, I would have made it to the sexy voice, like with the sexy non-foreign accent.
Did you pick her name, or is that
Yeah.
a name that they had?
I picked the
available?
name and the
Yeah.
accent, the whole thing.
Oh,
There's
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 voices you can choose
Oh, there's
from.
like 100
Oh,
voices.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could dial in a sexy voice if you wanted.
Yeah, I think you have to go past the paywall to get more, but yeah.
Oh, well, I'm good with Bailey. She's been fantastic.
Yeah.
you've seen the movie Her, right?
No,
With
I
Joaquin
did not.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh, you've never seen it?
No.
This is it.
This is it.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't think I need anything more out of life except for her.
Well,
Nah.
guess what?
Yeah.
That's the movie.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, back to you, Galvin.
Back to me. So yesterday we talked about foods that you like and most people like, that other people are like, "Oh, I don't like that," which is crazy because some of them were
Like
cheeseburgers,
Carmen didn't like
and
cannolis.
burritos and stuff. Well, but that's more understandable than somebody not liking a burrito. That's crazy.
Sure.
So this is flipped now. It's how many of these widely hated foods do you actually like?
And I said yesterday, I like black licorice, and I know a lot of people hate that.
Black licorice is number 3 on this list.
Ooh.
Only 16% of people love it.
I do.
Everybody
enjoy
else
it.
hates it.
Mushrooms.
Oh, I love mushrooms.
You're right.
No, I hate them.
I
Yeah.
love mushrooms too, but they're kind of tasteless. They're just an additive to other food.
Yeah.
But
But
a
I
lot
like
of people
mushroom.
hate them.
Yeah, it's.
A lot
I
of people
guess it's
love
the
'em.
texture of
I like
mushrooms.
Yeah.
Like, I might be able to tolerate mushrooms on a pizza, but like the portobello mushroom thing you were talking about,
Yeah,
no way.
yeah.
Just
no
you
way.
couldn't eat that like that,
No.
even if it was mixed with like a dressing and something on a sandwich.
I don't even like cream of mushroom anything because the idea of mushrooms grosses me out.
Cream of mushroom soup is the best soup in the world.
And I know
Approved.
a lot of recipes, they'll use that
Call
as like
for it,
the
yeah.
base. Yeah. And I still am like, just the idea of mushrooms grosses me out.
It's interesting that I get what you're saying because there's certain textures and things I don't like, but when it comes to eating a sandwich, you can put a human hand on a sandwich if you put enough lettuce and dressing in
Cheese
it.
and
Bread,
different
yeah,
stuff.
I'll
Yeah.
just eat it.
Yeah. Ham hands or
Ham
beef
hands,
hands.
beef hands,
So I'm telling you right now, you're 4 out of 5 on this list.
for sure.
Anchovies,
Love them.
Yeah.
love them.
Nope.
Nope.
Love them on about anything. You can make me an anchovy and olive oil sandwich, and I eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Most people do not like them. 13% love them. The rest do not like them.
I do not like them on pizza because I don't like them with red sauce,
Yeah.
but I would eat them.
Number 2, blue cheese.
Love blue cheese.
Love blue
Oh,
cheese.
Love
hate
blue
blue
cheese.
cheese.
I hate blue cheese, and I think you will realize how much you dislike blue cheese dressing when you find out they just put ranch out in the sun, and that's
That
how
is-
they
That is
that
not
is
true.
not
That is-
true.
That's
No,
not true.
I read it.
I'm okay with that.
Blue cheese stuffed olives may
Oh.
be one of the best things.
Yes, blue cheese stuffed olive in a
Yeah.
Do you know what they're
martini is
called?
fantastic.
Do you know what they're called?
No,
I-
no,
What?
you're a liar.
Don't believe him. Don't
Yeah.
believe him because it'll get stuck in your head, and one day you'll just say it at a bar.
I told Mike that they were called boobalas. Whatever.
Because he was a bartender, so I believed everything he said.
And we only knew each other for like a couple weeks, whatever. And he was like, I get the martini with the blue cheese olives. And I go, oh, they're boobalas. And he goes, what? And I go, the blue cheese olive, the thing, whatever. And he goes, oh, really? And he was going to go and order, and he orders extra ones. And he was going to say boobala. And I go, I can't.
Son of a bitch.
Number 3 is black licorice, we said.
Yeah.
Number 4, Carmen, get ready to run to the bathroom. Oysters.
Oh, I love oysters.
35% love them. 65% would never touch one. Oysters, to me, I'm not a fan of oysters. If you fry them and do the thing, okay. But I'm not going out of my way to order them. I don't like them on the shell. If you like them on the shell, then just eat them without any cocktail sauce or horseradish or lemon.
That's how I ate them when we were in New Orleans. The horseradish certainly adds to it. But
I love crackers with cocktail sauce and horseradish.
Right.
That's great. But the oyster, I don't necessarily need.
Gross.
Yeah,
I still like oysters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's go get some.
You think it was the shrimp. So those are 4 out of the 5 that you're all in on. Anchovies, blue cheese, black licorice, oysters, stuff that people hate, whatever. This one, I think that you're like, oh, I'd eat it, but it's not like something you go out of your way for.
All right.
Pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, I've had it before and it's fine, but I'm not ordering it.
Right, yeah. If it's there, you're like, oh, yeah, that's not bad. But I don't think I want a whole pizza with that.
Cooked pineapple is less sweet.
Yeah.
And the mixture
Takes the sugar out of it a little
between a sausage and a pineapple and a crust is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we do the grilled pineapple, that's pretty good.
I'm not getting it. I'm not ordering it from the pizza place. But if somebody said, we have grilled pineapple, I would take a bite, especially like a pineapple and ham pie.
Yeah.
But also, the people that get all up in arms because you're putting pineapple on a pizza, shoot yourself in the face because nobody cares. Like, that shouldn't be that important to you. It's crazy.
No, it's usually followed by, we don't put pineapple on a pizza. Shut up, stupid.
My grandmother saw you, bro. Right.
Yeah.
My grandmother, Vita, was an excellent cook.
Yes.
She made great food, and I enjoyed it. She made spadini. She made chicken cutlets. She made my favorite spinach balls. She was a great cook. My grandmother's favorite eggplant parmesan came from Carrabba's. She ate Carrabba's, and she said, that's the best eggplant parmesan I've ever had.
Nice.
That's it. It's just, you like what you like. It doesn't mean that it's not, I had the eggplant from Anthony's Coal Fire yesterday. It's by far my favorite.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. And they don't do it with no cheese on it. It's just lightly fried, and they put some red sauce on it, a ton of garlic, and it's just fantastic.
Good stuff.
Oh,
well, there you go. That is it for news.
All right, Galvin. Thank you. Let us take a break. When we come back, we will. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Dom comes.
I know
at 9.
Dom comes at 9, but I do have to get a break in before then. So let me do that real quick. It's the Mike Calta Show. I'll take some phone calls when we come back. 800-771-1025. It's the 1025 The Bone. What would you say? Like if I were to call Waterman Construction today and say, hey, can you price out for me macking out the green room out there?
Yeah.
What is our main priority?
I would say probably putting walls up.
I mean, we do need to have some sort of wall. See, the thing that I like about it now is that there's an artificial wall there with those cabinets,
right,
that could be moved if we needed to. Not that I'm going to park a car in here, but I could park a car
in the
here.
front so that you don't see that it's a garage door.
Garage door.
Putting something there that could also be moved.
Right.
You know what I mean? But putting something there, I think, makes sense.
We should do that. We should have them come out here and take a look around and see what they think.
Just close it in.
Just close it in a little bit. Maybe then it'll just look a little cooler out there.
I think so.
Should we keep the fireplace? I like the fireplace.
Oh, I like the fireplace.
Cozy. Definitely cozy. All right, 800-771-1025. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
What's up, Mike Calta?
Will you be coming to see us at the Grand Prix this weekend? That's what I was wondering when I saw that you were calling.
It could be a possibility. I just don't have a ride getting down here.
Well, usually that is your thing. You don't have a ride to get there, but you always find a ride.
If my friends are after it, I go,
You what?
It depends, There's a lot of other events going on, too, like the Blues Festival in Clearwater, the Sea Blues Fest.
And you think that's better than seeing Pitbull Toddler?
I like Pitbull Toddler, but, the race is boring. I've been at the Grand Prix, and you stand in one place, cars go, 3 minutes later, you don't see much,
Yeah, you pretty much
walk
described the
around so
race. Yeah, but I'm talking about just us. Come down to see us, the band, Pitbull
I know you
Toddler
guys
on
are great.
stage.
And last night I had a barrage of farts last night. I couldn't stop letting them out.
Yeah,
You
what
know, it's
did
crazy.
you eat? Did you eat something that was generating a lot of farts?
Yeah, it was sausage and spaghetti.
Did Carmen make it for you?
No, I made it.
Oh. All right, Medicine Man. Well,
I buy
it's
the sausage links. I buy the sausage from Publix, and mint spaghetti sauce and spaghetti, and that's what I had, and garlic bread.
and how old
and
are you
Coke.
now?
I'll be turning 74 in May.
Oh.
74. Remember when you were young, like 50?
I remember that.
Yeah.
74.
I wish you could turn back time, like Cher sing that song.
How does it go?
Turn back time, something like that.
It was actually pretty good. All right, I gotta go. Don't call back anymore.
I won't. I think I got to use the pot anyway.
All right, go use the pot.
Okay.
All right,
See ya.
but that's where you're all cool anyway.
All right now.
Bye.
Bye.
You crack me up.
You crack me up.
Your band is good, and of course that band Creek Fisher rocked at the Stockyard Friday night.
I thought we were done. I thought we were hanging up.
All right, I didn't hang up.
No, I'm saying let's hang up.
Okay,
Go.
let's do a countdown.
3,
5,
oh,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
7.
Blast off. Yeah.
Something else, man.
Are you still there?
Yeah.
I thought you were hanging up.
I didn't even put my phone on the phone yet.
All right, hang up.
All right.
Bye.
I'm thinking.
All right, done. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
That was Bailey before Bailey.
Oh, Jesus. Hello.
Hey, Mike Calta, it's Medicine Man.
No, this is, come on. Come on now. Can't have back-to-back Medicine Man. I surprisingly got a lot of pictures of hot chicks
Oh.
without Pete face.
Oh, really? No
Yeah.
Pete face.
No Pete face.
Have they
Interesting.
seen Pete?
No, a lot of them are just saying, hey, I'm interested. And
That's good. It's a good start.
do I have PF is what a lot of them are saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
and
I-
I have to ask though.
Yep.
I have not written back to one person saying, I'm sorry, you suffer from PF.
Are you
Well,
afraid to hurt feelings?
Yeah.
No,
let
I'm
me
not.
let me take a look.
I'll show you. One was a couple were suggestions from guys who have girlfriends with friends. Like, this is
Okay.
my girlfriend's best friend. Hot. Then there were some girls that are like, this is my friend. What do you think? And I'm like, yeah, hot.
Yeah, but still, there's no girls reaching out like, this is me. I'm interested.
It takes coaxing sometimes.
Yeah.
It takes somebody to say, hey, I got a guy for you. I got a girl for you. You follow what I'm saying? Carmen, you know what I'm saying.
No.
You need a little friend encouragement.
Sometimes, yeah, because sometimes a lot of people are quick to judge a book by its cover. You
Mhm.
know.
You're saying Pete doesn't have a good cover?
No, I'm saying maybe
He's
like
a leather-bound book.
no, I'm saying maybe you're too quick, Mr. Pete Face.
Oh,
Maybe
I am
Pete.
definitely too quick.
Right. So I mean, it goes both ways, but it does happen, and sometimes you just need a little convincing.
Now you're saying Mike has Pete face?
I'm saying Mike is the problem in Pete's life.
Wow.
All right.
You might be right. I'm not 100% sure.
All right.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
In full.
Oh.
And full. Where
What's
have
up,
you
Willie?
been?
I had just had a knee replacement 3 months ago.
Oh, man. How's it going? You up and around yet?
Yeah, man. I'm back to work.
Yeah? What are you laying pipe still?
Yeah.
More important.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, I got a friend that lived down there where Madison lived.
Yeah.
He had a yard sale this weekend. And
Medicine
I
Man?
stopped by there. And he had a yard sale. And he was telling me about he got a ball on his butt. It's been hurting him.
Yeah, Boyle. He's been having that for some time. I don't want to be involved in his medical assistance anymore.
No.
I don't want to have anything to do with that. But wait a second. More importantly, were you able to buy any goodies at the yard sale?
No, he had nothing but a bunch of junk. I asked him, did he have any jewelry for sale? He said, She can't get to it. It's in the safe deposit box.
And is he locked out of his safe deposit box?
Hey, he couldn't get to it. Yeah, so I said, man, damn, I wish you had something. I would have bought it from you.
He's pretty good, Willie. He knows his thing when it comes, because I remember back in the day he would come in the studio and be like, "I bought this for $800." I go, "You got ripped off. It's not even real." And then we had a jeweler check it out, and it turned out it was real. Like, he knows what he's doing.
And he knows the prices of stuff. So
Yeah, he knows the prices of gold and silver, and he knows what he's got.
Well, I do too. I know more than he do. I can tell you any kind of stone that it is, you know?
You do know more than he do. I would like to get the two of you together and do a metal challenge.
Hey, I guarantee you I will win.
All right. Heavy metal challenge between Willie N4 and Medicine Man.
Yeah.
All right, let me work on it, Willie. Good hearing from you.
Okay, man. Y'all keep up the good work, man.
All right, pal.
See you, Willie.
Thank you. There you go. There's our fourth black listener, Willie.
My
N4.
favorite thing about Willie is that he does not say hello. He doesn't do any.
Watch,
greeting.
I'll answer the phone. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Info.
That's it. That's all he has to say.
Yep.
Checking in.
Yeah.
And phone.
I love it.
It's like almost like he's angry about it. And phone. All right, here's what's going to happen during the break. Dominic Ferriello is going to come in the studio, and he's going to prepare to take your legal calls. In order for that to happen, there must be some legal calls. You must get on the phone lines right now. 813 is not one of the numbers.
Nope.
I was testing you, and you all passed. 800-771-1025. That's 800-771-1025. Dom's going to come in the studio, and when we come back from break, we're going to go right to the phone lines, and we're going to take your phone calls. If you've got a legal question for Dom, 800-771-1025. Get on the phone lines now. Ask the Dom up next on 1025 The Bone. Dom, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing great, Mike. Good morning.
What's happening? What's on the schedule for the day?
We have a nice day in the office. I don't have court for a change, which means I can call some adjusters. I can return some emails. These are the most productive days. Because I'm actually able to get stuff done. I was, well, you're not in the. I said, well, I'm working, but if I'm in court or for mediation, I'm not physically getting the day-to-day operation stuff done. You got to write some checks to some folks sometimes. You got to, keep the wolves at bay. So it's one of those days.
Never seen Dom in action in court.
No,
even when Dom has represented me before, actually helped out my son with something, somebody else had to fill in because Dom had a conflict. So I've never actually. Do you know I got reprimanded on that, Dom?
Well, I don't remember. Which was this in a different county or what?
No, this was Hillsborough. This was when I had a guy that was threatening my son. It's old enough now where I could talk about it a little bit. And we went to court, and the guy was there for the first time, and I'd never seen him before. And the judge yelled at me for staring the guy down.
I remember I was in court, but I was across the street. I was in trial. And so I was at the courthouse, but I was in the middle of a trial. I think Jason Rogozinski covered for me.
Maybe. I can't remember who it was. Whoever it was did a fine job. But the judge, it was a lady judge, and she got up there, and I remember she was smoking hot. And she was like, and we're not going to have any communication with each other. And that means even staring at the person, Dad. And I went, oh, yeah, okay, my bad. I didn't realize she was talking to me at first. But, yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I never saw the guy before. And when I saw him, I wanted to kill him. So I did stare him down. Not that I was going to do anything, but I just, you get all those feelings get mustered up.
Yeah, sure. I don't remember which judge it was.
Smoking hot black chick.
I'm trying to think. Maybe
smoking hot black chick, probably my age, maybe a little younger. She was hot.
Yeah, I'd have to maybe Judge Costello, maybe? I think you might be talking about it.
That
would have been back years ago we would have been civil injunction, so that would be at the county court level. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I think it was Jason was doing that because I was stuck in a trial and I couldn't get to you because I had a jury. They were staring at me.
We had it covered.
That's right. It's like I had to take care of these folks, but Jason, he's like my Jewish brother. He's as animated. He's loud. He's excitable. He's passionate about the law. So that's how I describe him to folks when he has to cover things.
Well, good. If Dom, if he's busy, he'll always got you covered. He had me covered. So, All right, let's grab some of these phone calls. Let's go to line one. Good morning, Josh. You're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got, Josh?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, Dom, couple questions for you in regards to trying to get my gun rights back. I know Florida, there's a 7-year rule.
Hold on.
but
Let's
I also
start
had
from
a
the
question.
let's start from the beginning. Let's talk a little history. Why did you lose your gun rights, sir?
I got charged with a couple felonies. I got an addiction problem back then, and
Gotcha.
got hit with some drugs, and no violent, no sexual crimes.
How long you been sober?
It's going on 7 years now.
Wow, good for you. Okay, all right. So Dom, he's cleaned up. What's his deal as far as getting guns back? Sometimes guys ask for their gun rights back, sir, and I don't agree with it. I don't think they deserve them. But you seem like you're doing all right.
I appreciate that. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran, so I just
better.
had a little stubble in my life. So
What was the addiction?
pills. I got injured in Iraq and started that whole pill thing, and then went from there.
Jesus, you're not a bad guy. You're a war hero.
I appreciate that, and I miss having my Second Amendment.
All right, Dom. So what's his best bet? What he can do?
Well, first of all, thank you for your service. When the charges were about I'm assuming with these 7 years ago is when things happened for you. What county was that in Florida?
Charlotte County. It happened in 2018. I've been clean for 7 years. I got locked up 2018. 2 years I was in prison.
Okay.
And then they put me on 2 years of probation.
All right. So in Charlotte County, I'm assuming that they don't have a veterans treatment court or some variation of that in that county, at least back then.
They do, but I didn't qualify at the time.
You didn't qualify. That stinks, because the veterans treatment court's wonderful, and a lot of jurisdictions have them, and veterans go in and you complete the program, and ultimately the charges are dismissed. So that avoids this call from happening, because you would not have lost your Second Amendment rights if the charges were dismissed once you completed the program. However, if you went to prison, then you're adjudicated. So you're a convicted felon. So there isn't, when you started the call, you said something about some 7-year rule. And I'm not sure what you're referencing, but if you're a convicted felon, then you will not have the access to have your Second Amendment rights back because of the conviction. So there is a process you have to go through the Department of Executive Clemency in the state of Florida, for Tallahassee, if you will, to undo those convictions. And that's a very lengthy, it's a very long process. What did you hear, or who told you about some type of 7-year rule, which there exists in bankruptcy, but not in this case?
That's the thing. I think everybody, you kind of hear like, I don't know. Let you tell the story, sir. But sometimes you think because it was 7 years for one thing, it should be 7 years for everything.
Yeah, I think a little bit of research, and it was saying you can't even ask for your rights back until you've reached 7 years outside of any type of probationary period, any type of legal problems whatsoever. Then you can try to get your gun rights back. That's what I heard.
Well, the problem with you is that you're convicted. So regardless of the time period, I mean, you can petition and get in the queue earlier than that, and by the time your case is called, it's going to be after 7 years or after 5 years. I mean, that's how long that process takes. But you're ineligible, unfortunately, because of the convictions. You were adjudicated as a convicted felon. If those are withholds,
so
you have a different conversation. Yeah, but the only way to solve your problem is through the Department of Executive Clemency. You have to have those convictions adjusted or removed.
What is the likelihood? What is the likelihood that a guy who served in the military, was injured in the military, and can write a concise letter and said, "Look, I was injured in the military. It led to an addiction for painkillers that I was initially prescribed, and led to a life of whatever. But I've been sober for so many years and have had a clean record ever since then." What is the likelihood that he would get clemency on that, or is it pretty much luck?
The true answer to your question is you need somebody that's in tight with the VA,
mm-hmm.
and it's in tight with the sitting governor at the time that the petition is presented.
So you got to go straight to the governor.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
You got to have someone that knows that process. That's here's what you need, Mike. You need someone probably from military. It's tight with the VA. It's tight with the executive office and executive branch in Tallahassee, and at least with the committee, and then ultimately to the governor. So you need someone in the pipeline in this specific niche to answer your question, what's the likelihood? It all depends on, you got to get someone to do all those factors. And if this gentleman doesn't have any hiccups during the way, this was the only issue. But when you go to prison, that's a significant impact. So I'm not sure what the dynamics of the facts of the case were. I don't want the caller to get into that.
Yeah.
But a lot of these veterans don't serve necessarily time. They might have a conviction, but it might be some intensive community service. It might be, structured probation, not necessarily time behind bars in Florida State Prison. That's a different level of threshold that's going to be part of the analysis. So that's going to be a difficult thing for him because the significance of his crime was much higher than some other felonies based on the length of time in which he had to serve.
So, sir, may I suggest to you a club, maybe some sort of a stick with a sharp end? It doesn't look like you're probably going to get your gun rights back anytime soon.
What he needed to do to solve this problem way back when is he needed to petition or appeal the fact that he did not qualify for Veterans Court in Charlotte County. And I'm not familiar with that county in particular or what the requirements were or weren't for a veteran, but that's where his case started going sideways because those programs are designed to help veterans. Now, it's easier now, several years, 25 now, or several years later, to get into these programs because the legislature has adjusted the way and the mechanism that folks can get in and how you get in and things along those lines. So I think if the charges happened today, sir, it would probably be easier for you to get in. And I'm sorry to have to say that it's easier for veterans to get in, but it was difficult years ago, even in Hillsborough and Pinellas, if you will. But thank you again for your service, and I'm sorry about the circumstances.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
All right, pal. Good luck to you. Thank you. 800-771-1025. Good morning, around Acid Dom. What do you got?
Hey, fellas. Hey, Dom. How's it going? I just real quick, I don't have a question. I just wanted to follow up on, I have my situation was very similar to the previous guy. And, basically I had a pill issue about 10 years ago. And I did the whole process, like Dom said. It was in the state of Florida, and got all the documents sent into the clemency department. And I think what he was referring to is 8 years after you complete your sentence, you're eligible to get your gun rights back if it's not a violent offense or whatnot. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dom.
Yeah, I think the time frame is for consideration. I think I understand what he's talking about, but you're so backed up in the queue anyway, it almost doesn't matter. I mean, when people call years ago, and he's retired now, but Reggie Garcia for years would do this, and I still have to find somebody to replace him because he used to handle all the gun rights and he used to do all the clemency stuff, and then but Reggie retired. He had a great career, and it was his time to relax. So. But the length of time that it takes individuals just to get in there, you're going to be up against that 8 years anyway.
Yeah.
Or 7 or 6 or what have you. But obviously, were you convicted or did you have withhold?
Yes, I was convicted. I was adjudicated. No violent crimes, nothing like that. Just like very similar to his.
Right.
I had a pill problem with a DUI. It was a one-night event. And the first time I applied, it was 7 years, and they denied me and said I had to wait till 8 years. So I got my rights back 4 months ago.
How long did it take you? Because there is a process, and so even if you're convicted, so the caller that just called in, this is a positive phone call. How long did it take you from start to finish to get your rights restored in years?
So I completed. I didn't go to prison, but I completed my probation sentence, and then it was after I completed my probation sentence, it was 8 years. So the first time that they denied me,
hang on a second. So you didn't serve jail or prison. How long was your probation?
I was in jail for 7 months, not prison, and probation for 4 years.
Okay, all right. So you got to add all that together. So you've got 7 plus 1 is 8. Then you got 4, which is going to bring you now to 12, and then you have 7 months. So you're just shy of 13 years, start to finish, because you have to do your sentence, your probation, and then the process application period.
Understood. Yes.
And that's crazy to me. I mean, to me, that's crazy.
So the second time, once when I resent it in, and I did have my lawyer help me on that, and it was about a 5-month wait, and they sent me back all the information, and as of January of this year, I have my Second Amendment restored.
There you go.
So I hope that gentleman gets his situation resolved. And thank you, Dom.
Yeah, you're welcome. No, God bless you. And Mike, with this caller here, what's crazy, that's with the assistance of a lawyer.
Right.
That's how long it's. So, Carmen, do me a favor, write this down for my platform. If and when I run for governor, this is one of the things we're fixing.
Got it.
Way too long.
Yep.
To make good folks, especially our veterans, wait for Second Amendment. You got that, Mike?
Especially veterans. And that one guy was a veteran who was wounded while he was in service.
Well, we don't know. We don't know. There's a reason why he didn't qualify. So there's some other factors going on. And to the respect of the veteran and the caller, it wasn't necessary to get into it on the phone call. This is something that happened many, many years ago. But if there is a reason why he didn't qualify for that program, there's a lot of other things going on. But I didn't want to be disrespectful and get into all of those issues now because it served no purpose, to bring up all the stuff from his past.
Right.
You seemed like he was in a good space and moving forward. However, if someone doesn't qualify, there are some other issues and problems going on there, especially with programs.
That's a shame. He seemed like a nice guy.
He did, absolutely.
Good morning, you're on with Acid Dom. What do you got?
Hi, my name's Sarah.
What's up, Sarah? You're on with Acid Dom. What can we help you out with?
Hi. Well, I have a serious question. I was involved in a car accident last week, and come to find out it was my daughter's car. She didn't have insurance. And now I got a letter from another attorney, and I think I'm being sued. And I'm afraid, can I lose my house?
Okay. Well, the answer is no. You're not going to lose your house. So don't stress out about an auto accident and someone making a claim because that's the reason why O.J. Simpson moved to Florida from California. The homestead exemption, the Goldman, they couldn't get his house. So
is it that they can't go after? They can't go after your house, and they can't go after what? Marital assets?
There's a variety of different things. That you can't attach. And then there's some things that you can, but it doesn't mean that they're going to get these items just because they have a judgment against you, Mike. I mean, you could still appeal that.
Mm-hmm.
And then if there is a judgment there, then there's still maybe some type of insurance coverage depending on the policy that you have. Now, if there is no, you're in your daughter's car, and then did you cause the accident? You were at fault?
Well, this is the other part of the problem. I had surgery, a hip replacement done in last August. In October, it dislocated, and I had to have another surgery. And since then, I've had problems with this leg. I fall down. It locks up.
Well, let me stop you. Let me ask you a question, just so I understand the dynamic. Did you get a traffic ticket?
No.
Okay, good. All right, that's one thing we don't have to worry about. Second is you're in her car and she doesn't have insurance. I got that.
Right.
Do you own a car and do you have a separate insurance policy yourself?
No.
All right. So I ask you a compound question. Do you own a car?
No.
Okay. So you don't own a car. You're not going to have insurance. You're now borrowing your daughter's car. And then if you come to find out she doesn't have auto insurance.
Right.
Okay. And then the letter that you guys got is from an attorney asking you what, for insurance affidavits?
Yes.
Yeah. So at this point, you don't have anything to provide. Just say, look, we don't have insurance. I had surgery. I'm assuming that you don't have any, a lot of assets. So I don't know if you're a millionaire or not. I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful. You might have a lot of money. I don't know. I don't know. But but if you're not financially stable or sound, what you can do is you can fill out those documents and send it in, and the attorney, which does what I do as a personal injury lawyer, is going to look at their client and say, hey, look, this nice lady had a surgery procedure, doesn't own her own car, she doesn't have her own insurance, she was borrowing her daughter's car, she doesn't have insurance on the car. There's nothing to chase after these folks if you don't have any stocks, bonds, or liquid assets in the bank, things along those lines. You just send it and say, hey, sorry, I got nothing. And then hopefully that the injured party has what's called UM, uninsured motorist coverage. And we talk about that on the show all the time when people call in and say, I got full coverage. And then I have Galvin yell at them, and you don't know what that means. And, and nobody really. Thank you, Galvin. That's my co-counsel. Right there. So if you want, ma'am, the documents that those lawyers send to you, if you want to email those to me at askthedom.com, we'll take a look at them, make sure they're not, sneaky or scary or anything like that. There's a lawyer in my network that can handle this stuff. And again, we can just look them over for you and tell you, yeah, you're all right to send them back in. You don't necessarily need to hire the services of a lawyer and spend money you don't maybe not particularly have. But if you want to send them to me, I always look at my emails, try to help folks out, especially listen to the show, askthedom.com.
Yeah, I'm a long-time listener to Mike's show.
Oh, well, God
I love you, Mike.
Thank you, Pumpkin, and good luck
I was
with your
going to call your office anyways because I also want to talk to you about medical malpractice too.
Well, you can email me on that website, and the Single Law Group does medical malpractice. And if you want to put a little squib in there, we don't have to get too much into it on the air this morning because of time. Right. But yeah, just put a little paragraph or two or a synopsis as to what happened with that hip surgery. And Shafia Singh is wonderful. She does all of our med mal. She's fantastic, and I'll be more than happy to connect you to.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. I'll email that stuff. Thanks, Mike.
All right, Pumpkin. Have a good day. Thank you. All right, there you go. If you didn't get through today and you want to talk to Dom, like he said, you can email him at askthedom.com, or you could simply give him a call at the office, 813-251-5550. And they are there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If something happened to you, if you got pulled over, you got a DUI or something in the middle of the night, they can always reach Dom through his answering service. It'll put that number in your phone, 813-251-5550. Dom, what do you got coming up on your show?
Well, tomorrow the sheriff is on. So last week we had a slight conflict, so we pivoted real quick with Judge Nazaruddin. So Judge Nazaruddin filled in last Wednesday. We had a great show with the judge. And then I talked with Chad yesterday, our sheriff, which, by the way, was his birthday yesterday. He is going to be on tomorrow. So we had a slight conflict. Some things happened with his position. Some things come up. No big deal. So he'll be on the show tomorrow, 7 p.m. as long as he wants to stay. Of course, we go to 10. But Sheriff Chad Chronister, Hillsborough County, will be tomorrow night's guest on the Ask the Dom Show.
I'm encouraging people to turn themselves in tomorrow. During the show.
They can come right to the station.
Come right to the station. If you're wanted, you're not sure how to do it, just come right to the station sometime tomorrow night during Dom's show and wait outside. The sheriff will grab you on the way out.
We'll do that. And then tonight is game 3 in my beer league hockey, and I'm playing much better, Mike. I'm getting faster. I'm getting quicker. I can stop. I can spin. I can't go backwards yet, and I'm still working on my crossovers, but I think you'd be very, very proud in the 3 weeks of actually...
Backwards is where it's at. Don't talk to me till you're going backwards.
Yeah, also, fair. As long as you can spin in hockey, they said that's the biggest thing.
Spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can pivot around that puck.
Oh, yeah. Well, good. I'm glad you're not dead.
I'm not dead. I was texting Chio. I still have my spleen. And tell Galvin I'm not in the Steve Hawkins wheelchair.
Not yet.
I love you guys.
How long do we have to be your friend if you do end up in that wheelchair? Let's establish this now.
What do you mean? Forever.
I'm not going to come and feed you pudding or anything like that or shave your face or anything. I'm out.
Mike, I got to ask this. This is an important question, and I think something the listeners would want to know. If I was, God forbid, injured to some extent, and I said, "Hey, Mike, look, Pumpkins is left. I'm by myself. Would you come over? Would you take care of me? Would you bathe me? Would you wash your lawyer?"
I think the answer is pretty obvious. That I would attend to Pumpkins before I would attend to you. I would give her what she's missing before I give you what you need help.
She
with.
left me. I need my buddy Mike to come listen. Yeah, your attorney needs you now. Will you come over? And
there will be
that from a hockey injury?
There will be that streak of guilt that goes through my body that says, he was there for you whenever you needed him. But I will quickly get over that. All
right, that's the answer.
Please don't put me in that position. Please don't get in a wheelchair. I don't want to have to make that decision, Dom.
I'm going to tell you, I've got so many pads on. It's so much fun. It's a great entry level.
You got a good helmet.
Great helmet. No, good helmet.
That's the thing you worry about. Once you get hit on the side or back of your head, the next thing you know, your tongue's hanging out of your mouth, and I got to go over and feed you yogurt once a week.
Full cage on the front, we should have all the Acidom teeth still in there. Still look pretty for court.
You lose a couple of teeth, that's fine. It makes you look tougher. That's all right.
Well, listen, I appreciate your concern and your support to be there for me. Now I know if something happens, Mike will be there for me.
Yeah, put that in your helmet. All right, Dom, thank you. Again, if you didn't get through, you can go to askthedom.com, and we will check back in with Dom next week. We must take a break. It's a Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
Guess what I just did?
What did you do?
Signed up for my drink package and my internet, and all the good stuff. Getting ready to go.
I did not get the drink package.
No? Not drinking?
I am drinking, but I don't think it's enough to where I get the drink package. Is it really?
Because I've done this. I've thought about it, and I've worked it out, whatever. Literally, if you're having a couple drinks or you buy people a couple drinks, it's worth it. It really is. And right now, they actually have it. I think it's, I don't know, like 20% off for the package.
Right. And what do you get? Unlimited drinks?
Yeah.
Chad just bought ours like at the yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was buy one get one get one half off.
Oh.
For his deal, but obviously we're in the room together. You're by yourself. And like Galvin is saying, with the drink package, the drinks are cheaper. And so when you are just drinking willy-nilly and you have one here, have one there, and you buy a couple drinks, they're more expensive, and then you're tipping, and then before you realize it, you'll get your bill back, and you were trying to be conservative, and you spent just as much as the drink package.
Carmen sold me on the drink package.
Yeah.
I'm buying it today.
Yeah, right now it's 20% off. It's $83.99 per day.
Oh my God. That's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. $250.
No, because they
when
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
When I first looked, it was like $800.
Oh yeah, we get back on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$800.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not doing
that. Yeah.
For one?
For two.
Yeah, that's what ours was a little bit cheaper than that.
Then I asked myself, am I going to have an $800 bar tab in 3 days?
I have not. I have never had my only expenses come from
coffee.
Coffee and gambling.
So I got the deluxe beverage package. Me and my wife. It's $792.80.
Oh man, that's a lot.
So $400 a piece.
You must be rich.
That's
$400 a piece. It's $100 a day. You're definitely spending more than that, even if you're trying not to.
And I'm pretty sure it goes for the island. The private island, it carries over there because otherwise, that's when you're going to have
100%. Yeah.
Right.
I love the drink. I don't think I'm drinking $800 worth.
You
800.
definitely.
I'm thinking total. Like my wife doesn't drink a whole lot, so and you have to, you know what I mean.
But that's the same.
I'm gonna go like just kind of go. I've gotten the drink package in the past.
My wife will drink. I don't really drink that much, and I did it. I've done it all the different ways. I've done it all the different ways. It makes sense to.
No, Carmen, I'm out again.
Oh
yeah.
That's
because
fine.
I just thought the most drinking I do is where?
Casino.
And I don't pay for drinks in the casino.
Yeah.
So I'm good there. I'm out.
Back out.
But I am drinking. Don't get me wrong. Look at me.
You're not drinking.
Oh, I'm gonna make some declarations right now.
All right.
Lies.
All right.
You mean?
Yeah. Let's write the
Optimistic lies.
down.
Walk 13 miles.
Number 1, declaration.
All right.
Declaration.
You got it.
Declaration
You
number
can't.
1.
I shall be drinking on this cruise.
Okay.
Sip a couple Bud Lights.
Yeah. Big deal.
I shall be dancing on this cruise.
Oh.
No way.
Where do I dance?
Listen to me.
Overseas.
Listen to me.
Thank you.
A little Caddyshack gopher.
Yes.
Walking into the thing.
I don't have John
but I'm
Travolta.
saying like over 60 seconds of dancing.
Yeah. Like on the dance floor.
Like you're not up in the dance floor.
Like if you walk in and I look over and you go like that's not dancing.
No.
If I get on the dance floor and do a little of this.
Yeah, I don't care how you dance,
Yeah.
as long as you're on the dance floor and you're actually
One
dancing
full
for a
song.
for
it's
a-
not
a
walking
full song.
into.
Yeah.
It's
Full
not
song.
walking into the club.
Yeah.
Do a little of this.
You saw me dancing. I was sitting on the bar stool.
Yeah.
Chair dancing does not count.
No.
I mean, maybe the two have to go together. I have to really be drinking
Yeah.
in order to really be dancing.
Did you go up to the club at all the last time?
Yeah,
Silent
yeah.
disco.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The silent disco is awesome.
the club on the floor next, the boat that we had that had the club next to the casino was great because casino would get boring at about 1 a.m. and then you linger over to the club to see who was over there. That was the way to go.
The one last year was like on the top floor.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I went to that one where we thought we were going to do something and then we didn't.
Yeah.
It was canceled and I don't know. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Yes, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I was going to let you know that you can buy a bottle sent to your room. I think you can buy up to 3 bottles. They're about $100 a piece.
Yeah.
And it saves a lot more money.
No, it
You can
doesn't.
make your own drinks in your room.
If you buy 3 bottles, that's $300, and then you have to walk to your room for every drink. And instead, you could just spend an extra $100 and just get them at the bar. Makes no sense.
Yeah, but you take a nice big Yeti cup with you, and you make your own drink the way you like it. You don't have to buy that all the time. I'm just saying that saves you money.
It does not.
Yeah.
It would save you money. He's right.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Right. But also, you know what they don't have in your room? Miami Vices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big straw and one of those big, long, dumbbell-looking, barbell-looking glasses.
And and Mike, think about this, right? You're at
I'm not bringing mixers with me and walking around with a Yeti cup. I'll
right, and that's what I'm saying. And then anytime you're at the club and you're like, "Oh, I'm out. I want a drink," you're gonna walk back to your room to get a drink. No, you're gonna order one at the bar, and then you're gonna end up spending that $100 that you were trying to save.
Listen, one of the two things is gonna happen. I'm either gonna spend $500 on the package or whatever, $400 or whatever it is, or I'm gonna have a $400 bill. So one of those two things are gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm prepared for it. I'm okay.
I think if you don't get the drink package, you're going to have a $800 bill. And I think if you do get the drink package, you're going to have an $800 bill.
You're probably right.
That's happened to me.
All right.
Quite a few times.
I have always had a ridiculously high bill because I charge my gambling money on there. I'll be like, give me $500 and I'll just put it on my room. But then, I'll win and I'll go down to the thing and I'll pay it off before my bill comes.
You just put it on your room. Do they charge you a VIG on that or no?
Yeah, but it's not. It's about
like
the same as the
3% or
ATM.
whatever it is. Yeah,
it's like it's 5%, but it's the ATM is going to charge you $13 to take the money out anyway.
Right,
so
right.
Your best bet's to bring enough cash.
Yeah.
But I always I say I'm going to bring $1,000, then I lose $1,000 in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'm going back to the well.
Right.
That's just what happens.
I do love the convenience of the drink package, though.
Yeah.
What's the difference? What's the convenience? You're still getting your drinks fast.
You can get a drink anytime you want, anywhere you go. You don't have to think about it.
Same thing. You're still putting it on your card. It's even easier.
I'm in. I'm buying it today.
And Gio, I got some recommendations on how to get around buying drink packages for both parties. So, like you said, your wife doesn't drink.
Yeah.
She may have like one or two. So, if you don't want to buy both of them, she can be a recovering alcoholic.
Oh.
And then that way you get out of buying her the drink package.
Liar.
Write this down.
Full sex addict, though.
Or
That's fine.
Or two, she's pregnant. And she can't drink. But either way, you can't, you know what I mean? They won't make her buy the drink package and you'll save money.
By the way, I would like to thank the Oklahoma City Thunder for paying for my drink package and my internet package and money to spare.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
This is why he's not worried.
That's fine. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, I was going to call and say what Carmen said. You can call in and tell them that they're a recovering alcoholic or a medical condition, but don't say she's pregnant, because then if she's too far, they're going to see paperwork. If she's too far along in her term, they won't let her sail. But what they'll do is they'll give you the drink package, and then they'll say, okay, well, you're thinking they'll buy the soda package.
Okay, that'll work. That'll work. All
What
right,
if you
thank
just say she's really stupid?
Wait a minute.
No, just be like, she gets really slutty when she starts drinking.
Oh, then they're going to definitely make you buy the package.
I'll buy the package for her.
Right.
A couple of good entries in the I want to be Pete's girlfriend email. None with Pete face so far.
Oh,
yeah.
According to you.
Well,
I think you're a little
I
too
know
nice.
Pete face. No.
You're a little too nice.
I would say it. I just wouldn't say it to them. I would tell you guys. I got 2 Pete faces versus 12 non-Pete faces.
You got to tell them. That's the whole point.
I will. I'm just saying, though, I haven't had that opportunity to do
All
that.
right.
They've been good-looking girls. One guy is like whoring out all his wife's friends.
All right.
Wait.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing. If your wife has some single friends, my wife, my wife has very few hot friends, all of them married. All her single friends are ugly.
Oh.
Yeah, that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
I don't have a single friend that my wife has that I would say, would you like to meet Pete? None of them have Pete face. They're just all not attractive.
Yeah, they're all married.
Yeah, all the hot ones are married. That's usually how it goes.
Any of them have Pete body?
Couple.
Even the marginally attractive ones are, no single hotties.
Like, it would be great for me to hook up Pete with a girl that my wife is friends with, because then we're all like, hey, we're vacationing together.
There is one girl that just got a divorce. I'll have to do some research.
Hot off the divorce?
Yeah.
Hot off the divorce tip.
I'll do a little recon and get back to you.
Okay. We're around. I'll be here. 800-771-1025. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
You also go to Johnny Rockets and get milkshakes on that drink package, baby.
Oh.
Listen, I
Do
get
tell,
it. That's
my friend.
good.
Do tell.
That's the last thing Friday needs is to get milkshakes.
Well, for Galvin,
Yeah.
because it's anything under what I think $14, and Johnny Rockets is considered part of that.
Oh, Mamma Mia!
man.
You just lit up my whole cruise, buddy. Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna
sir.
I'm gonna go and get a chocolate shake from Johnny Rockets, and then go get a mudslide and put them together.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah,
Just a couple shots of vodka.
Joe is right. Most of my drink spending is on coffee.
Yeah.
Like
And that doesn't count in the package.
And the other thing, if you
You
really
can buy a coffee package. Do you know that?
Yeah.
The
But I don't
other-
think Starbucks counts in that, right?
I don't know that this ship has a Starbucks.
Yeah, I don't think it. I think it's just
this
the
one
coffee beanery or whatever it is.
Gotcha.
The other thing about if you did want to just buy the bottles and stuff, have Tom bring some mixers and then go, Tom, go make me a drink.
Yeah.
On a bus.
Let me take my pants off. And
Oh, he's going to give you the special stir.
Waiting for me in the room with his ween out, his cups in his hand.
Yeah.
Sorry, boss, my hands are full.
No Starbucks, just checked.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with iced coffee for a couple of days.
Hey, boss, I'll get you Starbucks.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited to hang out with
Tom comes back just totally drenched in water and stuff. What'd you do? I swam over to Starbucks.
I told you anything you need.
Tom's going, right?
Tom's going, sure. Sure. Yeah. I still got to figure out how to get JoJo on this cruise.
Oh, yeah. Take the Dizzy spot.